It seems today that all you
Right. My
see
issue's
is
not.
violence and movies and sex on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and cry. He's our family guy. Sit so There's violence in movies and sex on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and cry. He's our family guy. He's our family guy.
Hello, my darlings. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're all well and good out there in the land of the internets. I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. You're all enjoying yourselves. I don't know who's out there. I don't know who's doing anything, but I'm here. It's a Friday night, and it is time for the Drunken Troll Show. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, one and all. As always, I'm opening with a White Russian. I think I'll be drinking a White Russian every time until the Ukrainian war ends. That way, I would have shown my full support for the Ukrainians with a White Russian. The irony. Yeah, so, how is everyone? How you all doing? How you all been? Mate, I hope my sound is coming through okay. It seems to be okay, but let me know. Let me know if the sound is off, basically. At the moment, I'm registering reasonably good sound, so let me know. How's it going? Big up Hassman, the man, the legend. So what are we doing tonight, kids? What are we doing tonight, kids? What are we up to? Well, we're gonna cover a few topics at the moment. Let's kick it off with Posey Parker hit the big time. Oh, did he, Ned? By the way, welcome, Ned. Glad to have you, mate. Let's get you on the panel later and we can talk about it. I don't know what happened to Posey Parker, but let me know. I mean, I know she was in the United States. She was being interviewed by a few different stations in regards to her stance against trans athletes. Banksy, you got 2 streams, bro. How do you mean I got 2 streams? Well, I mean, I'm multi-streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming on both... Oh, no. The stream that I set up as an advert for tonight was unfortunately just a stream for advert for tonight. That isn't the actual stream that I will be streaming on. This is a restream, so restream unfortunately won't let me sort of use the stream that I set up. So yeah, it's complicated. But I'm here anyway. Oh, she was on Ben Shapiro. Oh, interesting, interesting. Trans women are not biological women. Big up Ultra. Big up Ultra. How come Ned doesn't have a spanner? Ned, do you want a spanner, mate? Let's give Ned a spanner. Why Ned is spannerless? There you go, Ned. There you go. You can be part of the club too, Ned. Everyone can be part of the club, and there is no charge. It's a completely free service that you will now have to monitor and work for me to keep the riffraffs from typing nasty texts. What do you mean it's running? What's running? I don't understand. I only see one stream side of things. I don't understand what you mean, Hassman. I only have one stream running, as far as I know. I don't know what other streams are running. Oh, let me streaming software. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, because I only have the one stream running, my good sir. Anyway, you're distracting me, sir. You are distracting me, my good sir, from my connect streaming. No, it wouldn't be running. It's not actually running. It's I say it's pretending to be running, but it's not actually running. It should be off. In fact, we can well, let's just leave it. It shouldn't be there. Anyone who's there waiting, please come over to the other one. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there's text. There's a whole bunch of text. There is a bunch of people who think that stream is running. But unfortunately, yeah, I do apologize. I had to just do that for advertising purposes. That's it. I'm posting it so everyone goes to that particular stream if they are interested. If there's anyone over there, but there isn't anyone over there, leave it. Don't worry, Hass. Don't get stressed, mate. Don't get stressed. It's just a YouTube thing. I'm gonna kill that one once I'm done here. Anyway, getting distracted, but it's okay. It's okay. We're settling in, boys and girls. We're settling in. Cheers to one and all. I hope you all have come with a drink prepared, because this is the kind of show that's only fun when you're actually drunk or high. Whatever lights your candle. We're not fussed here, as long as you are in some form or fashion mentally impaired. Because it's the only way you'll enjoy this show, is if you are mentally impaired in some form or fashion. So, what are we going to talk about first? First and foremost, I wish to discuss... everyone loves Posey. Yes, everyone does love Posey. Posey is awesome. She is an awesome gal. And I believe she will actually be a Speaker's Corner potentially this Sunday, because she goes every last Sunday of... I think it's every last Sunday of every month. So the last Sunday of every month, I'm pretty sure that's when she shows up. But it could be that she may actually go... It might be the first Sunday of every month. I don't know. I may have got that mixed up. It may be the first Sunday, maybe the last. I don't know yet. But for now, we are going to go, and we're gonna start with this little clip. Let me just transfer.
They include a book called Anti-Racist Baby by Ibram Kendi. And there are portions of this book that I find really quite remarkable. One portion of the book says babies are taught to be racist or anti-racist. There is no neutrality. Another portion of the book, they recommend to babies confess when being racist. Now, this is a book that is taught at Georgetown Day School to students in pre-K through second grade, so 4 through 7 years old. Do you agree with this book that is being taught with kids that babies are racist?
Senator, I do not believe that any child should be made to feel as though they are racist or though they are not valued or though they are less than, that they are victims, that they are oppressors. I don't believe in any of that. But what I will say is that when you asked me whether or not this was taught in schools, critical race theory.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
My understanding is that critical race theory as an academic theory is taught in law schools, and to the extent that you were asking the question, I understood you to be addressing public schools. Georgetown Day School, just like the religious school that Justice Barrett was on the board of, is a private school.
Okay, so you agree critical race theory is taught at Georgetown Day School?
I don't know, because the board is not, the board does not control the curriculum. The board does not focus on that. That's not what we do as board members, so I'm actually not sure. As a mother, these cases involving sex crimes against children are harrowing. What I think is important to understand is that trial judges who have to deal with these cases are presented with the evidence or descriptions, graphic descriptions. These are the cases that wake you up at night because you're seeing the worst of humanity. When there are victim statements that are presented, when people talk about how their lives have been destroyed as children, how the people who they trusted to take care of them were abusing them in this way, and then putting the pictures on the internet for everyone to see. I sometimes still have nightmares about the main witness, the woman I mentioned earlier, who cannot leave her house because of this kind of fear, the vulnerability, the isolation. These crimes are horrible. And so...
Okay, I just want to pause it there because I think she's talked about, I mean, we all know the elephant in the room that she's discussing. I don't want to say the word, but I will use euphemisms like Uncle Jimmy or Uncle Epstein. And what has come to light is that Ketanji Brown Jackson, she seems to be quite light on punishing let's say the prophet of peace type of people, people who are friendly with Uncle Jimmy, or fly to Epstein Island on a regular basis. She's quite light on them, and this is quite harrowing that that the United States has elected a president that sniffs children's hairs, and now is going to appoint a Supreme Court justice that effectively is kind of sympathetic to Jimmy, Uncle Jimmy, and possibly even would venture a visit to Epstein Island. I mean, it seems a bit harrowing that these things are actually occurring, but they are happening. This is what's going on. This lady, I mean, don't get me wrong, the other guy that Trump elected, I mean, that poor man was taken through the ringer for being some kind of rapist, and it was nothing of the sort. And maybe there's some justifications or whatever it is that this lady is doing, but being light and light-handed with, Epstein types or Uncle Jimmy types, I don't know. I mean, this woman is absolutely woke. Just a second ago, you saw that she's way into the whole critical race theory thing. She's got no problems shoving that down children's throats. She is absolutely woke and leftist. So she's going to be, voting for those things. But in all honesty, I don't think it matters. She's just one justice. And Trump put 3 Supreme Court justices in place before he left. So I think it's fine. I think I think the balance on the Supreme Court is not going to be that radically disturbed by this one justice, because she's effectively replacing one. She's still up against three other justices that Trump elected. Now, those justices could be conservative, could be middle of the road. To be honest, I just hope that they're sensible. But this lady, by the way, could not tell you what a woman is. Now, I haven't prepared enough to find the actual clips, but you can go ahead and find the clips of the fact that this lady was unable to say what a woman is, which in itself is a little bit concerning. I think this might be actually a clip. Hold on, let me see.
Judge, nice to see you again. Thank you again for being here. Congratulations again on your nomination. I want to start where Senator Blumenthal left off. I want to talk with you about some of these cases. I mentioned them yesterday, so I know you know which ones I want to talk about. These 7 cases, child pornography cases, in which you had discretion. They came before you. You had discretion to sentence one way or another in these 7 cases. Not every case, of course, do you have discretion. Sometimes the law requires you to impose a sentence, certain sentence. But in these 7, you had discretion, and in each of these 7, you chose to depart both from the federal guidelines and also from the government's, the prosecutor's recommendations. Senator Lee's asked you a little bit about this. Senator Cruz has asked you about it. He had a chart with the 7 cases on it. Before we jump into those, I just want to correct the record on.
Okay. This isn't about that. This is about the Uncle Jimmy stuff. So unfortunately, I don't want to get further into this, because to be honest, I think it's really sick and messed up. But generally, yeah, this is the lady that they're going to put on the Supreme Court, one that will be judging over such matters, which to me is astounding. The other thing is, I mean, let's be honest, the only criteria that Biden needed was that he was going to appoint a black woman. That was it. I mean, if you are getting appointed to be the Supreme Court judge, and you've just been put there because you're a black woman, are we? What's going on? What is going on indeed? Which road are we? I mean, the thing is, I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it until I'm blue in the fucking face. The West, I'm sorry, Western civilization is circling the drain at this point. I think we're on the heavy downward slope, and it's not going to end well for those of us who like to live in the West, who enjoy this fucking country and enjoy this way of life. Shit is going to get really rough. I mean, Rishi Sunak just banged us in the asshole the other day by pretending that he cut 5 pence off fuel duty, but he increased the fucking national insurance up the wazoo. So we're going to get shafted heavily in the ass in the next year or so from our energy bills quadrupling, and your petrol price not really coming down from 65 pence to 60 pence. That's, some places, other places from £2 to what, £1.95. So yeah, no, that's not going to do a damn thing for any of us. And as far as inflation, and your pound is going to be practically worthless. You're going to have to take barrels of money. But of course, that's going to be when they roll out the biometric chip, where they will chip your ass, and you no longer need money. You're just going to be appointed credits. So yeah, that's all coming down the pipeline. But either way, I just want to quickly cover that. Now, I know people have had like Ukraine just overdosing on the Ukraine thing. But I just want to quickly touch on one little aspect which we discussed on, by the way, if you didn't catch the Wednesday's Speaker's Corner Online show with me and Manny Sinda, it's every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Awesome show. We had Pavlov and Atheist Steve on there. Just a terrific show. So check it out on Wednesdays. Lock that into your fucking diary. Every Wednesday, me and Manny Sinda will be doing a show on Speaker's Corner Online. It's really picking up pace, and a lot of people are really liking what we're doing. So, keep that one locked in. But as far as, the Ukraine thing is concerned, we discussed a little bit about foreign fighters going over to fight for the Ukrainians. I know. Paul Joseph is awesome. So I just want to use his little bit about the Ukrainian fighters, and if you're thinking that you've played Call of Duty enough, if you've logged enough hours on Call of Duty to think that you can go to Ukraine and fight, Think again.
PR campaign encouraging foreign volunteers to go and fight in Ukraine.
16,000 foreigners have joined in the fight on the ground in Ukraine. Over the weekend, President Zelensky called non-Ukrainians to come fight to defend Europe and the world, as he put it.
Let's check in on how that's working out. Spoiler alert. Not very well. Of course, some of those volunteers, the ones with actual military experience, went to fight well prepared and with good intentions. But let's be honest, a lot of keyboard warriors made the trip with very different intentions. Get to the border, take a few selfies for Twitter dopamine, Instagram likes and Reddit upvotes, then get the hell out of there. We've seen this kind of moral exhibitionism already backfire in another sense. A third of Ukrainian refugees aren't coming from Ukraine. People are commendably opening up their homes to Ukrainian refugees. But when they arrive getting, let's just say, not what they expected. Whoops.
A look on this man's face. When oh shit, hold on, let me bring up the image that I think he was thinking he's gonna get. Let me just damn it, I should have prepared for this a bit better. I hate it when I am not as well prepared as I thought I would be. Hold on. Wait, oh fuck, where is it? When did I post it? Did I? Oh shit, I don't think I posted it here. Bollocks. I saw it somewhere, and hold on. It's the best I can do, I guess. This would be there was just an epic meme that I originally found. Well, it's not exactly the one I found, but it will do. I believe our friend here thought that this was the caliber of refugees that he would be opening his doors to. Didn't realize he wasn't gonna get Misha and Masha. I think he was rather shocked
when they arrive getting, let's just say,
this is what he was hoping. Didn't quite work out.
Not what they expected. Whoops.
D'accord, ok.
Oh.
Donc ça, vous me dites que c'est...
Yeah, it says, so this is you, say what? This? So this, you say, is you. So this girl is saying that picture is her.
Expected. Whoops.
This girl showed this as her ID to get out of Ukraine.
D'accord, ok. Donc ça, vous me dites que c'est vous?
Oui, c'est moi.
D'accord, ok. Mais il y a combien de temps?
Ah, il y a longtemps.
Il y a longtemps? Ah oui, bon, ça doit être très...
It was a long time ago, like 10, 20 years ago. It must have been a long time ago.
Whoops. And now for the volunteer foreign fighters. When this guy went public with what was really happening to many foreign volunteers, the media ran hit pieces smearing him as a right-wing boogaloo boy who just got scared and ran home. But it turns out he was telling the truth.
Our base got fucked up. The base right next to us got fucked up. Americans, British, tons of British dead. They're trying to send us to Kiev with no fucking weapons, no kit, no fucking plates. So they told us we had to get the fuck out or they were going to shoot us in the back. When you get to the border, anyone who has kit, anyone who has any military shit, They're fucking pulling you out of the line and they're sending you back to the front. People need to stop coming here. It's a trap, and they're not letting you fucking leave.
Presumably keen on feeding more Western dopamine addicts into the Ukrainian meat grinder, the media demonized the guy as a phony. But his story is echoed by others who made the trip, namely that foreigners who show up in Ukraine are being treated like cannon fodder, having their passports ripped up and totally ill-prepared, being sent direct to the front lines, and then being told under martial law they won't be able to go home until the war is over, which could be weeks, or it could be years. Sky News reports that British man Ben Spann, with no military experience whatsoever, and without even telling his wife or teenage son, left for Ukraine hopped up on media-contrived sanctimonious grandstanding to, quote, join the resistance. He actually ended up trapped in a squalid safe house for 5 days, no toilets, no running water, having AK-47s pointed at his head by a Ukrainian SWAT team, then fled to Poland as soon as possible, having realised that he'd enrolled himself on a, quote, suicide mission. Spann subsequently said that foreign fighters with no military experience attempting to enter Ukraine are actually, quote, more of a burden to the Ukrainian military.
Now, this was exactly what I was talking about with Pavlov, because Pavlov himself actually tried to go to Ukraine as well, and then realized if he actually goes there without any military experience, he's going to actually be more of a hindrance, because they don't have the time to train them. Some people have been trained for they get like a 24-hour training, and then they're just sent out to fight Russians. That is crazy. That is literally a death sentence. I mean, you're just going to get shot in the face. This isn't Call of Duty, people. This is not airsoft. This is not paintball. Those are real fucking bullets, and they're going to kill you. These people, I swear. So they have no fucking clue. No clue. It's unbelievable. The level of just delusion that some of these people have. So yeah. So there's that particular subject. Now, another, moving on swiftly from Ukraine, because I just don't want to be bogged down with Ukraine. There's just too much Ukraine. I came across this little video. Now, this video, now if you guys follow Tim Dillon does a podcast as a comedian, hilarious, very, very funny guy. He's done some brilliant sketches. If you don't know about Tim Dillon, go check him out. He's actually been it was recommended to me by Amy Kins, Amy K, from Canada, if you guys know who Amy is. Another wonderfully funny and talented YouTuber who has since stopped producing YouTube videos because, well, she is now busy just living her life and working as an orthodontist and just living her life and loving it. So I can't deny her that. She's at least having a good time living her life outside of YouTube and the craziness of the YouTubes. But yeah. Yes, Jupiter, that one. But anyway, Tim Dillon is on a show with a woman called Whitney Cummings. Now, it's not so much Whitney Cummings that I care about. I've watched some of Whitney Cummings' stand-up. She is god-awful. Absolutely fucking awful. She is not funny whatsoever. She is so unfunny, she had to tell an audience that I am a famous comedian, that I am funny, because no one was laughing. Oh, shit. I gotta find that clip. I actually had that locked down as well. Locked in to... there we go. Let me see if I can find this clip of Whitney, Miss Whitney talking about, I'm funny, you should laugh at my jokes.
Impacting you and you're rich, so they.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get. I don't know. I hope this clip is it, but either way, I will find it. But I want you guys to watch this bit first. Check this out. This is the bit that sparked all the rest of the fury that I have for this person.
Try too hard with the podcast. No,
you put a lot into it, and that's
too
okay.
Much.
That's okay.
I overthink it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't even know if I'm good at podcasting. That's it.
Okay. Let me note the blue hair. Whoops. Hold on.
That's okay.
I overthink it.
Instant instant warning sign. I think these feminist types who color their hair pink, bright pink and bright blue, this to me is nature's signal, warning signal. This is what happens, when in nature you see an animal brightly colored. Hold on. You see, nature has a way of telling you that these are dangerous creatures to come near. Nature usually, uses these warning signals to tell other animals, this is a dangerous creature, do not come near because it's poisonous, it's dangerous, it will kill you, it will harm you in some form or fashion. This thing is not good for you. Nature does this all the time, and I think that as mammalians, as humans, we have anthropomorphized so much animals that we've come to forget. Nature warns us of certain bright colors not to come near. Poisonous, danger, Will Robinson, danger. And so we come back to the blue-haired feminist. If you see a woman with this hair color, or bright pink, or bright red, stay away. Nature's warning signs. I think we've moved away too far from our ancestral understanding of how things work.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't even know if I'm good at podcasting. That's the other thing.
I think you are, but it's a very different thing. Like, you have celebrities on and you prepare and you do all this stuff, and I respect that, but it's like what we do, it's just a little different.
Because I'm insecure, Tim. I don't have the white man thing of, I'm just like, who wouldn't want to hear me talk for 3 hours about anything? Like, I'm not allowed to be boring. I have to be twice as good to get half as much respect.
There you have it. I have to be twice as good to get half as much respect. Or is it that you're just not funny, love? Have you ever considered the possibility that you are just not talented enough and people just are not interested in you? It's not because they're a man, not because they have a swinging dick. You think Tim Dillon is literally because of his gonads? Is that it? That's the qualifier that makes him more interesting than you? You're just not funny. You're just not funny.
And you prepare and you do all this stuff, and I respect that, but it's like what we do, it's just a little different. Because I'm insecure,
Tim. I don't have the white man thing of, I'm just like, who wouldn't want to hear me talk for 3 hours about anything? Like, I don't...
I don't have the white man thing of who wouldn't want to hear me talk for 3 hours. She thinks that's all it is. That's all we do. That's all men have to do is, everybody wants to hear me for 3 hours. I've busted my ass for this fucking show, and I'm still not getting anywhere. I'm beginning to think maybe the talent that's required to be successful on YouTube is not built in me. But the good thing is that this is a therapy session for me. I'm only doing this so that I don't have to pay a psychiatrist like £400 an hour in order to listen to the very thing that I'm just going to spew out into this fucking podcast right now. So that's the only reason that I'm still fucking doing this shit. Otherwise, no, success has not been forthcoming when it comes to the world of the YouTubers podcasting. And yet you, with the minimal talent that you have, you still have 336,000 fucking subscribers, and you have a plethora of fucking celebrities that come on your show. This very video that I'm reviewing has had over 1 million fucking views, regardless of your unfunny nature. And yet you still complain. You're still bitching because you're not, I don't know what, place of Joe Rogan? Well, you're not going to be Joe Rogan. You're not as talented and interesting as Joe Rogan, and it's because of this shit that you do love. This very attitude of I have to be twice as good to get half the respect. That's why nobody likes you.
I'm not allowed to be boring. I have to be twice as good to get half as much respect.
No. It's not that you're not allowed to be boring. You are boring. That's why nobody fucking listens to you. It's not that you're not allowed to be boring. You actually are. This is the only, by the way, time that I've seen this. And the only reason I saw this video was because it was reviewed by Abe and Preach and Abe. I don't know if you guys watch Preach and Abe. Also another couple of very, very funny guys. You should definitely watch these guys. These guys are I don't know what to call them. They're part of the manosphere, I guess. They do have a presence in the manosphere, but they're just commentators over a multitude of different things. You can see Preach and Abe. This is their channel. 1.6 million subscribers. So these guys are good. They are very good. They're very funny. Although they do have like 1,000 ads per video. It's crazy. You can't watch these videos without an ad blocker. Today I was watching this one where this guy just loves to say the N-word, and he had like 5-6 ads in between, and I had to, I was watching it on my mobile phone, so I had to keep like waiting until I could skip a fucking ad. Only watch Preach and Abe or Abe and Preach when you have an ad blocker, because anything other than that, it'll drive you insane. But they are brilliant. I highly recommend them. But yeah, let me see if I found the clip where our dear feminist comedian here thinks that she has to be twice as good just to get half the respect. Let me see. I hope this is the bit.
Hey, everybody, shut the fuck up. I'm a famous comedian that's making a lot of money. You better shut your whore mouths.
That was her opening. That was an opening. That was a joke. By the way, this is a private birthday party that she's been asked to do, like a stand-up thing with another guy doing a stand-up. This is because nobody's laughing. She's now just attacking the fucking audience.
She fainted 3 or 4 times. Everyone for it, but she will. It is still human. I mean, you can wine.
You like who?
Whiskey and wine.
Okay, drink more of it.
I mean, sometimes he would start.
Knows about Rosie in honor of her birthday. Let's tell me something that no one here knows.
Let me go back a bit because this guy, by the way, this comedian, I forgot his name. He is absolutely fucking killing it. He is Joe Dana Carvey or Cravey. Anyway, Curvy, whatever. But this guy is actually killing it. He's fucking doing brilliantly. But Whitney Cummings, not so much.
Camel toe, with 2 pussies.
Look at this.
Puffy camel toe. It's like a restaurant. I'm like, okay, we're looking for Annie. She's got a puffy camel toe. It's like a puffy camel toe.
What's with women and their vagina conversations? I don't understand. Why is it? How many men? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there's a whole slew of comedian men out there who just talk about their dicks all day. Is there a whole slew of comedians that talk about their dicks all day? Because I don't know that many comedians that talk about their dicks. Female comedians seem to have a fixation on their vaginas. They think that their vaginas is exceedingly funny. Amy Schumer is like half her fucking act is about her pussy and her pussy smelling of a dead goat or an animal. I think actually she did this. She stole this off another person anyway. But generally, is it me? Do male comedians talk about their dicks all the time and their cock and balls? Maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe sex in general. But yeah, this is, I don't know. This wasn't funny. This was just a bit gross.
Oh, we're looking for Lindsay. She's got an asymmetrical camel toe. With 2 pussy lips on one side. The seam is always on. Every girl. Everyone has a girl.
Are you a Fauci fan or what? Hey, Jadabe, ceiling.
Go back. How did it go? 23andMe or the ancestry test? How'd it go? Donna Kloback. How did it go? Not good. What's wrong? What happened? Oh no, Nazi. You're a Nazi.
All right, Steve.
Go well.
Just unknown.
Unknown people started contacting you, and you're rich, so they invoiced you, and now you're fucked.
Reagan versus ICE. They do viral there.
Comedian that's making a lot of money. Hey, everybody, shut the fuck up. I'm a famous comedian that's making a lot of money. You better shut your whore mouths.
She fainted. Hills, it's just. I like whiskey. I mean, sometimes he would.
Knows about Rosie in honor of her bitch.
Destroy the English. Feed him. We're gonna.
There was a bit.
Not much.
She just pulled up people. out of desperation, hoping the best.
You asked.
Uh-oh. What's happening? Okay, sorry.
Then Obama came. It was quite
All right, so the old side who
and he was just like, nursery rhyme. Water.
I'm going to talk about, I'm bombing because these
Down and broke his
Look at
crown.
this.
I don't need your help with something to talk about. I'm bombing because these people are drunk and they can't hear because their hearing aids are off. It's not my fault I'm bombing. I'm a professional comedian that is funny all the time. The fact that you guys aren't laughing is your fault.
Oh my God. Oh my God. How much of a cringe. The hairs, my spine has now fucking contracted. It's the level of cringe on that one was unbelievable. If you have to tell your audience that you're actually a funny comedian, but the reason you're not laughing is because you can't hear me or some shit. Come on, dude. That is fucking bad. That is bad. No, Ned, she's not joking. She is dying. She is literally dying. That's why she had to go there. She had to kind of pull rank on the fucking audience to tell them they should be laughing at her.
Your help with something to talk about. I'm bombing because these people are drunk and they can't hear because their hearing aids are off. It's not my fault I'm bombing. I'm a professional comedian that is funny all the time. The fact that you guys aren't laughing is your fault.
We're going to excuse me.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Jokes as dry as... Oh, damn. I'm not reading that comment, Hassan. I'm not reading that fucking comment. So that was... so that happened. This is... I don't know. I just wanted to point out this cringy shit that I saw. And to be honest, I should have done a YouTube a Banksy quickie on that one. That was the plan, but I just thought, fuck it, I'll just throw it in on this one. Okay, next topic. Now, this man is a legend, absolute fucking legend. How are we doing for time? Because I don't want to be going on forever and ever. And how are we doing? How are we doing for time, people? Where are we? Okay, we're about 45 minutes in. This is a 3-minute segment. This individual is known as Alex Stein. He is a comedian, and he has been going to various council meetings. This is Dallas City Council meetings. He's been going to city council meetings with open mic sessions to effectively troll them. And the man is a genius. It's unbelievably good. This is just one of his many, many wonderful works. If you are not subscribed to Alan Stein, go and subscribe and laugh your fucking ass off, because this man is utterly brilliant. But for now, I'll just give you a flavor of how good this guy is.
Alexander Stein. Thank you.
Late traffic. It's a pain. Okay. Barely right on time. Okay. Let me catch my breath. Sorry, guys. Okay. My name's Alex Stein. I'm here today because we got to vaccinate our children. You know, we really don't have enough vaccines. Like, they're not mandatory, and that's the problem. We got to mandate these vaccines. So I've figured a way where I think we can make it, I don't know, like, I guess more hip and cool for... my phone's not working. I'm trying to get... what I want to say is we got to vaccinate our kids. We have to vaccinate them fast and early. But, of course, my phone's not playing.
Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't know how much of this is ad-lib and how much is rehearsed, but he is freaking awesome.
But I had a song that I wanted to do, and, of course, it never works when you're trying to make it work, but I guess we'll just have to freestyle it. But will the real Dr. Fauci please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Vaccinate your mom. Vaccinate your dad. Vaccinate the happy. Vaccinate the sad. Vaccinate your babies. Vaccinate them even if they got rabies. Vaccinate my life. Vaccinate my wife. Vaccinate your DNA. Vaccine created by the CIA. Vaccinate your body. Vaccinate me at the party. Vaccination freak. Vaccination freak a leak. I want the vaccine in my life. I want the vaccine for my wife. I want to vaccinate you all day long. Vaccinate you while I wear my thong. Vaccinate me. Vaccinate who? Vaccinate she. Vaccinate her. Vaccinate them. Vaccinate my friend. I want to vaccinate to the end. Vaccinate me, pure L. I love you. What can I say? DNA, I love you. I got the pure L, feeling pure, so clean. Got the Lysol, because I'm calling Paul. Do you got to clean the mic? You got to vaccinate. You going to get corona from Mona. Don't vaccinate. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. You got to vaccinate in the Lone Star State. Vaccination is so great. Vaccinate me all day long. Vaccinate your dad and mom. Vaccinate my body. Vaccinate me at the party. A vaccine dream. I love the vaccine all day long. I want to vaccinate your mom. I want to stick it deep in your arm. Oh my, where are you? I want to vaccinate you, but you can't hear my song. Vaccinate me in my thong. Vaccination, right or wrong. Dr. Fauci, give me that ouchie. I want it in my body. Vaccinate me to go to the party. Omar is back. Vaccinate me, white or black. Vaccinate you. Vaccinate who? Vaccinate you all day long. Vaccinate your dad and mom. Vaccinate me in my thong. Vaccinate the mayor. I am a vaccination player. What can I say? I'm the real round sayer. Prime time, 99 on the grind all the time. I blow your mind. I spit the rhyme. I commit the crime. I'm always on time because I'm 99. Alex Stein, and I grind and shine and I blow your mind. One more time. Vaccinate your mind. Vaccinate your body. Vaccinate your life if your vaccination party. I love y'all. Peace. God bless. Follow my Instagram. IG.
Your time is up.
Prime time Stein.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Oh, you are the man,
Brian.
Stein. You are the man. He is fucking awesome. And he's done this on several different places, several different council meetings. Like, this isn't the only one. Like, this is another one.
And we do have some speakers.
Look at this. Let me get. He tries to actually, I think, play some music on this one.
Hello, Council. My name's Primetime 99 Alex Stein, and I have a little presentation for you today. I have a little audio accompaniment. But I want to take a moment to think about the people of Ukraine and what they're going through. So I prepared a little song for them. Let me turn this on. I really want to.
The thing is, I don't think he's going to be able to get away with this for very long. I think he's already he's becoming too well known to get away with this shit. It's going to be like Borat. He won't be able to do it for a second season.
Try to help the people out there. Okay, guys? So let me just get it going. They call me Primetime 99 Alex Stein. Hope you guys like my flavor. Come on. Prime time, 99, on the grind, all the time. Go insane for Ukraine. A bullet in Putin's brain. I'm prime time, always on the grind, always gotta shine. And you know it's no lie.
My best friend.
What? Oh, excuse me. Come on, audio. Where are we going? Now we're cooking, guys. I got it turned down a little bit. It's prime time. Let's start that one more time, guys. Come on in the audience. Let's vibe tonight. It's prime time. Officer, you know I'm on the grind. You know gas prices are way too high. Putin's got to die. Put a bullet in Putin's head. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm a freak for the vaccine. Vaccinate my body at the party. Sipping Bacardi. I'm the proof when I'm in the booth. Spitting on the mic. It's anti-vax. Putin hates all.
Some of these guys, that dude is chuckling. She's clearly smiling. These guys know this is a piss take. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to go ahead and just watch this on your own. I don't want to take up too much time. I'm already 50 minutes into this evening's rantings. Okay. What are we doing? Yeah. Okay. The link. I'm gonna post the link. I mean the link is still effectively in the what do you call it? The link is in the underpants section below, but I have now pinned it and basically posted it. So yeah, you guys go ahead and do your thing. So while we wait for some people to arrive, I don't know, actually. I've blown most of my load here. One other thing, everyone. Towards the end of the evening, could you nominate some people for the Wheel of Cunt? I'm actually out of anyone that I would like to have on the Wheel of Cunt at the moment. We have our main man, the man with the master plan. Where the hell? How the hell am I supposed to let him in? Oh, okay. Is he in? Holy shit! Where is it? Where are you? Haas, where are you, man? Where the fuck? Haas, come back. Where did you go? Hassan came in, and then he went. It was a very quick in and out. Where did you go? Can you come back, please, Hassan? What happened to you? You came, then you went. Anyway, okay. If Hassan decides to come back, okay, he's back. Oh no, it's Ned. Hello, Mr. Ned. It's been a long time, my brother from another mother.
Hold it. I don't know whether you can hear me. Hold it. Just a second.
I can hear you. I can hear you fine, Ned. And here comes Hassan, the madman. The madman himself. How's it going, dude? Hold on.
Good,
you guys are on the show, as in you. Everybody can hear you, but none of you are actually being seen.
Oh, wicked, bro.
Hold on. Let
me stop the horror show then.
Everyone can see you now. So yeah. That's it. Immediately, five people have gone blind. So how's it going, guys? How you doing? It's been a while, man.
Thanks, Heath. It has, bro. It has, man. It has. And I just thought, you know what? Today I'm just going to show you some proper love to you guys, man. One of them ones, man. Support, mate. Not delegate and segregate. One of them ones, mate. How you been anyway, Banksy, man? Nice to see you and hear from you, brother.
Man, I know. It's been, it's all good, man. It's all same old. I saw you in the chat on Wednesday, but unfortunately, the Wednesday one is kind of a closed panel most of the time. We only, Manny doesn't like to open it up to like the general.
Manny's become a proper bum pussy now, man. I'm so just that. You know what? I genuinely, you know what? I'm so gullible when people say things to me, man. Like, you know, when they go, oh, bro, I'm going to do this free speech platform, man, like, come out, support it and all the rest of it. And there's me, like, you know, like, when it comes to that, that's like my calling thing. I went down there, it's like, nah, you can't talk. You can't say that, Hash. You can't say that. It's like, bro, I thought you like for all this free speech. You mean
on the YouTube channel or on the site? Because on the site,
bro.
you can post anything you want. I post
on his site. Yeah, you're right. On his site, like, on that, mate. Nothing's come down off of that. I'm like, what? I was expecting
nothing comes out. The only
when it comes to,
I posted some shit with women's titties, and that shit did come down though. They didn't keep.
Yeah, well, you mean the Ukrainian, innit?
No. This was way before the Ukrainian, but these were like women topless women. They were like practically borderline porn. they sent me a message saying, "Look, we can't have porn here.
That's right.
Too much. We're trying
exactly, there's limits to it. We got those sites already, mate. You don't need to try and get that invaded here.
Fucking having a go at them. I'm like, oh, you guys said to me this was a free speech platform. Now I can't put tits on here. What kind of bullshit is this?
Yeah, well done.
Hello, Jupiter.
Come down.
How is things? Oh, Jupiter, yeah, the sound was coming through.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you good?
I got my glasses on because you're doing it, so I'm like,
we're all glasses up. Unfortunately, I can't put myself on this section because my camera is already, showing me on the other sort of OBS, so I can't have both of them running. It won't accept it. But how are you? How is things?
Yeah, good. I'm enjoying it, staying away from all the idiots. It's quite fun, actually.
Yeah.
When I've had enough, I'll go back and torment them again. I don't think I'll always stay, but I need people to understand that there is a serious side to me and that I'm not dragged into all this bullshit all the time. So
I'm with you. I actually was on Jedi's yesterday, and I I stirred up some major shit there. I left.
Yeah,
with
you
some mental
definitely
scars.
said some shit. You definitely said some. Yeah, bro. I was like sitting there thinking, this ain't Banksy, bro. Must have fucking hit his head or something.
Left them with some fucking mental scars.
What did you discussing with him?
Well, no, it wasn't Jedi. It was Khan, and it was who was it? Oh, Dave Smith came on, and he was fighting 3 or 4 different people on his own practically. So I came on to kind of give him a little bit of moral support, and also just fuck with the people that were on there. Hello, Angel Moon. How are you?
Yeah, I don't think Jedi let me on at the moment anyway, because I told him he's racist and I gave him proof and he didn't like it.
Angel, how are you? Oh, your camera is on, Angel, by the way. If you, I mean, you can't see anything, but the camera is on.
Oh, how do I turn it off?
It's okay. I can turn it off for you.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. But yes, sorry. I just. The thing is that we're all talking about reparations. You know, the usual. We are a victim of cruel, brutal imperialism, and life is just really shit. Even though they literally live in a lap of luxury compared to like 90% of the rest of the world. So I went there and I fucked with them a little bit, and I told them they neither deserve reparations nor they're gonna ever get it. That was enough.
Yeah, it's completely stupid. It's obvious that they're not going to get it. And even if our country or the West were to agree between them to give sums to certain countries, they're not going to give it to individual people.
Well, that as well. But also, how do we determine who gets what? That's the problem. Nobody knows who's going to get it.
Good point.
Like, which one of you can trace your ancestry to an exact slave that now deserves this money? And who are we going to give it to? Are we going to give it to your grandparents? Are we going to give it to your parents? Are we going to give it to your sisters and cousins? Who do you give this to?
The whole world needs it, doesn't it? Let's face it, if they're going to talk like that, everybody needs reparations.
Well, that's actually was off the back of something John Cleese said. I don't know if you guys caught what John Cleese said in a podcast some time back, where he was saying, well, I would like to get some reparations from the Romans when they came and invaded my country, and then the Saxons, and then the Normans.
Those fucking Vikings. They raped and pillaged all of us, the Vikings.
So he was saying, like, I need some reparations from these groups, and everybody just shut up. They just didn't know what to say. How's it going, Big Welshman? Bass Welshman, the man of the hour. He's in his house. How's it going?
Good evening, all.
How you been, man? It's been a while.
Not bad. I just thought the cunt of the week. My thing would be Justin Trudeau.
Again, he's already been cunt of the week once.
Okay.
How many times do we have to nominate him? I can't just constantly nominate him every week.
I was going to nominate him as well.
Yeah, Cory Booker really stole the whole show. You can't. Cory Booker really fucking took the biscuit. Nobody can argue about
Big
that.
up Cory. Big up Cory.
You're talking about the whole thing with the lady from the Supreme
SCOTUS, the Supreme Court. He absolutely, oh my goodness gracious me.
I know.
Oh yeah.
He did.
He completely lost his shit. He gushed by like a fanboy. It was no, he really did. If you watch it, it's embarrassing. It is so embarrassing.
Oh, it's been so long. And when I was growing up, I could just envision myself. The fucked up thing is, there is a black man on the Supreme Court. How come he never gushed over that poor bastard? How is he not getting any of this praise? Like this woman, they're gushing over this woman like as if she's the first black person on the Supreme Court.
And yet she doesn't even know what a woman is. How amazing.
Yes, that's...
She also doesn't know how to sentence disgusting paedophiles as well. Again.
Yeah,
Again,
I was trying
that's
to
the
avoid
most fundamental democratic.
Hassan, you got background going on, mate.
Yeah, there's someone playing music in the background, mate. But yeah, I mean, she's unable to sentence Jeffrey Epstein and Uncle Jimmy's to the to the appropriate sentence. It's like how hard is it to sentence Jimmy Savile? I don't know how. If you're struggling over sentencing people like Jimmy Savile and Epstein, like I fear for the future of American justice.
What she said about the pornography. What she said about the pornography, it turned my stomach because, basically, one photo of a child's pornography, is enough to sentence them. Never mind, oh my God, now in this day, it's like the internet and they can get more sent to them or, they can download more. They're still doing it more than they did.
That makes her case even worse. If a person on the internet can get these kind of materials even more easily than post, because she was referring to like these particular sentences were drawn up when it was only postal images that you could post pictures, and so she's saying now they can through the internet get even more pictures faster
What's
and
the
quicker.
stupid excuse? I mean, it infuriated me listening to her.
She knew exactly what that was about. She knew exactly what that was about. The bit that really gets me is that again she failed to even address that. Like you would remember giving like such a low sentence to such a disgusting criminal in any judicial system, but no, total memory loss. I got to look back into my files for that one. Like you fucking really have to understand it. And again, there was one point that I want to bring up as well, and I'm sorry to say this, but this again is a disgusting methodology of using the BAME society most stupid advocate when we blatantly know that there's people far more qualified and able to do that kind of job. And this is going to be another one of those, oh look, it wasn't us, we weren't the ones that made this big, we left it to you people to do it, and look, you guys couldn't manage it. Again, this is going to just suit their narrative. Fucking beautiful. And I want to say a special thanks to Madeleine Albright for fucking dying. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad that you died, you horrible fucking bitch.
She was a bitch.
Madeleine Albright said it was fine to kill 5 million children.
What a disgrace.
Hooray, I'm going to be drinking every year from this day onwards to celebrate that scumbag.
She goes, would it justify, they estimate it could kill 5 million children? And she went, yeah.
She'll be cooking socks in hell with Thatcher. That's what I think. Yeah.
I hope your kids get put into spirit cooking, you cunt. I hope all of you fucking CIA cunts get spirit cooked, you cunts. Fucking wild pieces of shit.
Holy shit.
And you're all connected to that Ukrainian bullshit that's currently going on there. That's currently going on with your biolabs that you're connected to George Soros. You scumbag.
Hassan, I'm fully with the mainstream media. Bad man Vlad.
Good on Putin, mate.
Now it's bad man Vlad.
Yeah.
I
support the
Putin
current
become
thing.
Gaddafi. Yeah, I support the current thing. Yeah, look what happened to that last time. Look what happened. Afghanistan. Look at the state of it. Look at the state of Iraq. Yeah, just remember when you sign up for atheist days. We should do more for the Ukrainians. The poor lucky people. Oh yeah, it's weird how a special group of people get special envoy out of that country, but you got Ukrainian refugees that can't get out of a country in 2 weeks.
It's for an agenda.
Oh, it's not about gender, mate. It's all about a special passport.
It's nothing to do with that.
Special passport holders.
It's to do with them. It's to do with the agenda. It's nothing to do with them being white or European. I'm telling you now. If you think that,
well, I love the fact that they've got Nazis dying for an Israeli world leader. I mean, you couldn't make this narrative up. You just couldn't. You couldn't make this narrative up.
The thing is, at the moment, this whole, and because I'm not seeing so much screaming and shouting from like Afro-Caribbean communities, but certainly the Muslims are all up in arms about this is such double standards and this is all like wrong and this and that, and I'm like, dude, no one gives a shit. The point is, nobody cares who is dying. It could be poor Ukrainians or poor Iraqis. If they're poor people, they're gonna die. That's all these leaders are giving a shit about.
That's only who does die in every war. It's not. It's wars of the elite. It always has been. Always has been. Nothing to do.
You know, the most beautiful part of it is, though, now, Angel, that it gets exposed so quick. Like before, these wars would happen, and then the conspiracy theorists sort of like figure it out 6 months later. Now they put it up, and it's instant. The minute that it goes up, bang, it gets corrected.
Well,
and you know what? That's what they can't take. They can't take that. They can't take it. I mean, look at YouTube. They've had to, nearly censor our medical MOD defense minister. That fucking clown, you should resign. Definitely Ben Wallace, you fucking clown, right? Can't even fucking figure out that you're getting hoaxed, bro. With all that government fucking structure, you're still a fucking bellend, bro. Proper bellend. And it gets hoaxed by a prankster.
Yeah, there's a beauty in it though, Hassan, because what it is it's exposing. Because like a lot of people, let's face it, in the First World War, the Second World War, they just went along with the propaganda because they had nowhere else to look. And now what they're doing is like they're shutting down, because they're shutting down our ability to look elsewhere. People are thinking, what the fuck? Why are they doing this? You know what I mean? So
we know.
The beauty in it, in a way. A lot of people will be waking up to this now because of what they're doing. Yeah.
And you know, another thing as well. When in history have we ever accepted calling for the murder and the death of a certain race of people?
Exactly. How Christian, yeah.
Like, death to Russians. Like,
it's disgusting. Yeah.
Bro, like, where's your fucking mate? I wouldn't wish that on my fucking enemy, mate. I wouldn't wish that on my enemy.
Even during the Iraq War, everybody was like, at least the propaganda line was, we're going after Saddam Hussein and his cronies, but we still love the Iraqi people, even though we knew that was bullshit because they still bomb fucking weddings without a second thought. But
how about the most latest one? How about the most latest one where the bat-eating cunts were fucking bringing over their viruses? Why aren't we going out and beating up Chinese people? Why? Because we shouldn't.
In America.
Yeah,
exactly. We shouldn't. We're not going to make. We're not going to be that. We're not that savage. We're not that savage. We know where to find blame. And this is another thing that's really doing it. It's censorship. Man, we've got to be starving for the truth these days. And you know what? It shows. Thank you, Ryan Dawson. Thank you, Roy, man. That guy.
Thank God for VPNs as well. VPNs, big up VPNs.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for VPNs, right now, Sputnik, RT, and Rupply. I was surprised Rupply. I thought Rupply was like a very neutral platform, but actually it's owned by Russian Times. So that's why they've completely blocked them all. The only places that you can get them without a VPN is Rumble or Odyssey. Those are the only places I can get Russian Times.
Pick up Odyssey.
But if you have a VPN, even, you can't go onto any European servers. You have to go to either South American, North American, or Asian. And the problem is the ping rates on those are really high because they're slow. They're further away, so it's slower. But that's the only way. That's the only way to jump on a VPN to be able to see the stuff that they've literally banned you in the so-called freedom of speech, freedom of expression.
Yeah, we're ending up right in Korea.
But it's just, to me, it just exposes the bullshit that they sell you of your freedoms. And the second you threaten their interest or something threatens their interests, those freedoms just seem to melt away, like as if they were never there in the first place. It's so amazing.
Did you watch that? Have you watched the addressing of Biden in Ukraine, in Poland?
No. What do you mean? How?
Yeah, they expect the American troops to go in anytime soon.
Really?
I'm telling you. Watch the American troops go in. What?
Putin's played a blinder, hasn't he? Because I mean, that's what I thought when he said, "Well, I didn't see that he was going to send nuclear weapons over." I thought, because let's face it, Europe is like relying on sort of Russian oil.
Why would he put nuclear weapons, man? The guy's going in there risking lives.
2 seconds. And obviously, if Europe are relying on Russian oil, then obviously it's going to be the petrodollar that's going to be like diminished. You know what I mean? And he's played a blinder. I mean, it was obvious to me, and I'm not even I'm not an intellectual in the government. Why are these fuckers being paid? You know what I mean?
Because someone in the Middle East wants to live a debt-free life. Because someone in the Middle East wants to live a debt-free life. That's why. That's infrastructure that's being put there that was placed on sand that's got no fucking value, and having to green it costs fucking money. Right? They could have picked a better place, but supposed to be the best place for a rapture. One of them ones.
Why would Europe like rely on Russian oil? You know what I mean? So much. Why would it happen in the first place? This is, to me, like, this is all part of the mechanics of, going towards the New World Order. It has to be. They can't be that stupid, please. Other than
They are. Bro, I'm telling you, they are. They are. And that's another thing as well. They're getting safe passage. I mentioned that there was a group of refugees that seems to be able to walk out of a fucking war zone where no other refugee can walk out of. Just literally just walk out of there. Like, yeah, don't worry. There's not going to be a bomb. There's not going to be a missile. Everything's all right. Just walk. Just walk out of there. Just go to the border. Yeah, but no one else could do that. That should be a fucking indicator of who the fuck is pushing this fucking button.
Of course.
And the fact that fucking, what was it, Ben and Tali or what, Ben and Jerry or whatever the fucking Yiddish fucking name is. Do you understand me? No. The Israeli Prime Minister, Ben and Tali, is it?
Oh, I see.
I think it's called Ben and Tali as well. That's what I call it. Ben and Tali or Ben and Jerry. I don't fucking know what his fucking name is. Do you understand me? He's able to get that. He's able to get that. Do you understand me? There's supposed to be peace talks going on through Erdogan. That's going to be sanctified, because I'm assuming Erdogan's now happy enough to lick Israel's batty after so many years of protesting too much. You understand me? Well, great. For peace, anything. For peace, anything. But when I'm saying, this ain't going to end. This just ain't going to end. It's just going to be another one, and then another one, and then another war, and then another war, and another war. Because guess what? That's what they need. That money's needed to support that shit life out there.
Didn't Biden say it? It's cyclical. He more or less said it in one of his speeches, saying that thousands of people get with war, and that's going to come to us again. Cool. This happens cyclical. This is a cyclical thing that wiping out people and changing regimes. That's what's happening here, for sure.
You check out what's happened to Ukraine now. Ukraine, the US dollar was 15 years ago, and you look at what it looks like now. And that's from a country that's got places like Los Angeles, currency status, and San Francisco. Mate, you want to sort your fucking back door out before you go anywhere, bro.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be nasty. That place looked like worse than fucking Beirut, and it's got more deaths than fucking Beirut. You want to go sort your shit out, bro, before you go around poking your sticky little dick anywhere, you fucking paedophile fucking president.
And the sadness is that the people, because they're still watching the box in the corner and still believing it, still believing that, does they not understand history? Do you know what I mean? That it's just history repeating itself. It's exactly history repeating itself. And who's the losers? It's the people. It's the people.
As I say,
It's so
6 million's the magic number, bro. Just send in your youth. They need to die for these people. Memorials are going to be given, and plus, just as a tantalizer, we got a teenage girl involved as well that's going to get betrayed by her family as well. So yeah, it's not a fucking rerun. Of course, it's fucking not. Jokers, mate. Fucking jokers. And Epstein's connected to this Ukraine shit. Okay? Alright? The Prime Minister Zelensky's henchman is also connected to the Clinton Foundation. That's connected to the hunters, okay, making money out there.
They're the combined.
Yeah, and no, what we got to do, this is about the freedom of the Ukrainian people. My fucking hairy bollocks it is. My fucking hairy bollocks it is. With your biolab. I hope Putin fucks your mum royally. I hope he's got a video of it in a KGB office somewhere, mate.
I don't think we need to go that far.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
His KGB, from my understanding, the KGB and the Chinese intel, they've got shit on Biden's anyway. They've, like, from my understanding, and it's supposed to be the under 16 type of shit as well, with crack pipes and all the rest of it. Yeah, I'm sure you would. I've got no doubts that you will, Jupiter. But again, the masses don't get to hear about this. And what was it? The Times in the New York Post keeping this all quiet. Who's running that show? Again, one of theirs.
You know, they tried to expose Hunter Biden, didn't they? The laptops before the election. It was like Facebook. It was like, you know, Facebook, Twitter, all those things. That social media, which is our market square at the moment where we talk. You know, they've shut down all the fucking pubs for 2 years. Let's face it, we have not been able to talk. You know what I mean? So this is where we're able to talk, and now we're not able to say anything on those bloody platforms anymore. It's unbelievable, and why people can't see it, I can't understand it. I really can't.
This is why you go to speakerscorner.online, where you will be able to post whatever the hell you want.
It's because they're not looking in the right places. That's why there's a lot of people that are still watching mainstream media.
Yes. Yeah, I'm actually, guys, whilst you guys are talking, I'm actually running a little reel of the petrodollar by RT and how they covered it. Now, unfortunately, I'm not running the sound because I'm not sure how YouTube will take this. So that's why I'm just running it silently. But I'm going to post a link for this for anyone who wants to watch it in its totality. But yeah, definitely get yourself clued up on the petrodollar in one form or fashion, either through this video or other videos. I mean, the petrodollar thing has been well documented for decades. There's nothing new about that. So yeah, get yourselves familiar, because I think that once, and I don't even think that's just an if, I think once the petrodollar is actually threatened by this situation, America will 100% get involved. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
That's the history, isn't it?
Yeah.
But not only
it's no coincidence that he's talking about the money that he's going to be getting is going to be taken in rubles, bro. Like that shouldn't matter unless it's got connection to this fucking war machine. Right.
Well,
that's all that comes.
I think is temporary, because the ruble is simply a currency that's not stable or valued enough to become a.
Not at the moment.
Exactly, to become. Well, I don't think it will. I think yuan is where it's all going to divert to. It's going to go to the yuan, the Chinese currency and the Chinese market, and just generally.
The BRICS.
It's far more stable, far more. It's got a reputation. At least they have the reputation for stability, or generally, the Chinese the Americans are way too beholden to China to fuck with China on that.
And Europe.
I think that only comes down to one thing: is gold reserves. That, from my understanding, Russia's got a good gold reserve, and so has
These currencies are not on the gold standard. They haven't been on gold standards since the Reagan era. The United States Reagan took the United States off the gold standard back during his reign in the 80s. The money that you have in your pocket is not backed by gold.
It's an illusion. Yeah.
It's called fiat currency. It's
I heard
air.
They won't touch the Ruan.
That's the
You're
reason
wrong
why
with that, they won't touch it because the thing is that the Ruan is as corrupt as fuck. They've kept it artificially low to enhance Chinese trade. Nobody would invest in the Ruan. It's because it is really corrupt.
They will if the petrol.
It's corrupt.
If you have to buy your oil with it. If you have to buy your oil with it, believe me, Iran will go there, Russia will go there, and eventually places like Venezuela and Nigeria will probably be the closest ones to over there. I mean, of course, the Saudis will remain with the Americans.
I think people have learned that you can't rely on that, though, Banksy. This is what I was trying to say. It's like you're saying that they know that this system don't work, so they're going to adapt it and like take it on. That doesn't make no sense. What they're going to do? From the reports that I've heard. This is going back to what your country has got. So be it gold, be it silver, be it whatever the fucking resources that you got to back it up with, that's what they're gonna take that as currency. Because I think they've learned that backing up a money pressing machine is not going to resolve the issue. Like all they're going to do is just press more money.
Of course. I mean, that's why America's going to experience heavy inflation. Now, one thing I will say to Ned, even if as I said, the Saudis, the Emiratis, the Qataris, they will not change. They will still sell in yuan, in dollars. But you don't need everyone to convert their currency. You just need a handful of reasonably powerful OPEC nations to change their currency, and that will diminish the dollar tremendously. The amount of inflation the Americans will face.
Sorry, but have you ever been in a country where the currency is shit? The thing is, the one that they actually trust, the currency that people trust above all others, is the dollar.
No, they used to. They used to, but this is what I'm saying about this. That there's a global shift that's currently taking place. Historical, it's unprecedented. If this shift in the petrodollar goes through, and even as I say, a handful of countries adopt another currency. I mean, right now, the other thing that you got to realize, Ned, is that countries like Venezuela, countries like even Iran, they are now looking to crypto as their potential source of a unified or global currency over other currencies, because they can't trust the dollar. Their own currency is literally shit. I mean, Iranians literally have to take a wheelbarrow of cash to buy a Mars bar. I'm not even joking.
And then the wheelbarrow gets stolen. And then
I believe Peru has adapted that. Their government officials get paid in cryptocurrency. I hope it's Peru or Colombia, one of the two countries.
There was a South American country I heard about. I wasn't sure which one. But all of these
you've got the US going to Venezuela now to get, the oil.
Well,
So they're in a very good position, aren't they?
Well, no. The thing is, America needs to, or could have done, be completely self-sufficient if they had simply allowed the pipelines from Canada, and as well as develop their own internal energy sources with the fracking and the oil that they already have. America doesn't actually need other countries' oils. It has enough, but it keeps it in reserve. But it's nothing to do with America's own supply of oils. It's to do with the petrodollar. It's all about the petrodollar. The American economy.
It always has been all the wars, a lot. In our lifetime.
Yeah, but hold up. A cryptocurrency, then that's not a viable alternative. It has
it is.
It has no safe.
It's blockchain. What are you talking about, bro?
It has. Well, just let me explain. It has no safeguards. It's not guaranteed by the Fed. It's not guaranteed by the Bank of England. It's not guaranteed or backed up by any other. It's totally.
And that's the reason why it won't fail.
But that's irrelevant, isn't it?
No, it's everything. It's absolutely everything.
Ned's wrong about that.
Look, Ned.
You're wrong, Ned.
No,
Ned. You're right. You're right about all the points you made. That the crypto is volatile. It's not backed up by any government. But the actual the reason people gravitate towards it, the actual plus for the actual what do you call it, the advantage of crypto is the fact that it's not beholden to any government.
What money's backed up by anything? To be honest with you, look at. I forgot the 2008 crash.
It has no tangible value. It has no tangible
value. No, it does. I'm sorry, Ned, you're wrong. The amount of electricity that it costs and you have to put into making a single Bitcoin at the moment gives it tangible value.
It's a bubble. People are throwing money into a bubble.
No, the thing is,
it has all of the makings
I'm not into Bitcoin,
of the internet bubble of 2002.
Oh, you're talking rubbish.
Ned, first of all, cryptos have been slowly building for a long time, since 2007, I think even before. But that's not the point. The point is that your current money in your pocket, your sterling, pound, is not backed by anything except a promissory note from the government that the taxpayers will pay the interest of this money that the government is borrowing from the central banks. So the money in your pocket.
I'm not sure it's a promissory note anymore, actually, Banksy, because it used to be the promising was that it would be backed up by silver or gold, and that doesn't happen anymore. So it's just a piece of paper.
At least with cryptocurrency, you've got the token, and that's been backed by the value that it had been sold by, and it's in a reserve. So you guess.
It's backed by the fact that it isn't centrally owned by any particular government. It's backed by the fact that there is effectively a global network that supports this currency. It's not an individual. It's not.
It would only take a false flag solar flare to get rid of it all, though. Banksy.
And that doesn't need to stop. That doesn't need to stop it being volatile.
Sam M makes the perfect point. The promise that you're talking about on the pound and on the dollar is regulated and guaranteed.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no,
it
it's
is.
not. After 77,000, all right, listen. All right, okay, let me tell you this. Northern Rock guaranteed it, yeah? All right, okay. How many of them got their money back?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. So it's not.
You throw out some arcane
there
points
is.
got absolutely fuck all to do with it.
Oh, no, don't lose it when you've lost it. Don't lose it when you've lost it.
You don't know what
Don't lose it when you lost it.
Rock.
No, hold on.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yes. What about
How many got their money back?
Yeah, Hassan, let Ned make his counterpoint, and then I'll make a point as well. But go ahead. Ned.
Okay, what are you talking? Listen, the thing is that it is guaranteed.
No, it's not.
But
okay,
no, it is to some extent that the government bailed out Northern Rock so that those people with their pensions won't lose their pension. So in a way, the government bailed out a bank in order to make sure that those pensions don't get basically null and void. But effectively, if the government hadn't done that, then yes, those people's money would have been gone.
What about all the banks that went, tits up?
Oh, sorry. Has anyone got a letter from their bank ever before where they say after a certain amount of money, you're not covered?
Yeah.
So if the bank goes fucking bust, guess what? You've lost that money.
It's another word. Bank.
Where do you keep your currency, you fucking bellend? Where do you keep your currency? Where do you keep your currency?
Currency.
Where do you keep your currency?
Just let me spell it out for you.
Alright, where do you keep your currency?
Allow him to actually make the point. If you're asking a question, allow him to answer.
Fucking bellend.
But allow him to answer nevertheless, no matter what end
he
has.
Mate, you know what? He thinks that if you put 77,000, it's going to be guaranteed anywhere else, unless it's in a bank.
Well, no, it's guaranteed. As I said, the level of guarantee that we have now is far weaker than it has ever been, because previously it was either backed by silver or gold. So the world worked in a slightly better or stable way because you had something tangible, like Ned said, behind the currency. But Ned, the current fiat currencies that we've had isn't backed by anything tangible for decades. It is backed by a promise of the government to make sure that you get your money, but it isn't backed by anything tangible. It's no more tangible than the electricity that's used to produce a Bitcoin. So this is what I'm trying to explain, is the Bitcoin is as tangible as fiat currency because it has the network that gives you the promissory.
Well, therefore, it's not tangible. I mean, seriously.
But none of
know
them are
like,
tangible. None of them
are
tangible. There is nothing physical.
Yes, they
behind it.
are. Yes, they are. The currency is has at the back of it. It has, in America, it has the Federal Reserve.
No,
right?
The Federal Reserve.
Oh,
What is behind the dollar note? Behind the dollar note, what is tangible backing it?
Hello, it's all gone quiet. It's all gone quiet.
Sorry, Ned. What is the tangible thing behind your pound or dollar note?
The American government keeps the dollar afloat, okay? And the thing is that it's the growth. Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah, please, Angel, let him at least have a good minute.
All right, sorry.
Right. So look, the thing is the entire American currency is based upon the stability of the economy, of the American economy, right? And the world has confidence, no matter what you think about America. And I know it's probably on the slide, but the thing is, it's still a force to be reckoned with. It still has the most powerful economy in the world. I believe it's just been pipped at the post by China, but the two of them are sort of neck and neck at the moment. Both economies are enormous, right? And the whole of the American economy is predicated on the trust in the American dollar, in the almighty dollar, and there is enough confidence in the British government's management, even a Labour or Conservative government's management of the pound and the Bank of England and the regulation of it, that people keep investing in it in a way that they don't invest in the Zimbabwean riyal or the Venezuelan
years ago, 30 years ago, but not now.
Sorry,
not
Ned, you mentioned a whole slew of promises. You didn't point to anything tangible. So my point initially was your pound or your dollar is backed by a promissory note by the government that the taxpayer will pay this will what do you call it, will
yes, and that confidence is keeping the currency afloat.
But it's a promissory note. It's just
and it works.
That they
and it works.
But
it has worked for a while, but
it's no more tangible than Bitcoin. Bitcoin works too.
Yeah.
No.
So, like I said before, so did politics. So did
confidence,
man.
Confidence collapses in Bitcoin, in Doge or whatever. Right. The thing is, if they turn around and they say, and push comes to shove, and they say, "I'm sorry, but we don't recognise it, and we demand that our main banks the big major clearing houses don't use Bitcoin either." Right, and there's very good reasons for that because of money laundering and illegal funds. If you hand over your currency to Bitcoin, you've handed over a massive wedge of control.
Well, why is Rishi Sunak talking about Bitcoin now?
No, most of these Rishi Sunak, these chancellor types are only talking about a British digital coin. They're not actually talking about. They don't want Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not in their control.
Well, I don't mean that sort of that. I'm on about. It's the same thing, though, isn't it?
No, it's because the digital British, like if they create a digital pound, then it's the same as the regular pound, except it's just a crypto version. So they're not moving away
isn't
from the
that
centralized
like
system.
a typical version? Is that not the same thing?
No, they use it for business. They use it for
Yeah, they
business.
can use it for business, but also it's just a central. It's just another version of the centralized system that we currently have with the pound that we already have. It's
Well,
not
if the British
any
government's
different.
talking about that, then they haven't got much confidence in the actual currency, then, have they?
Well,
Is that actually
we
talking
do though.
about
It works. The euro.
Yeah, for now, Ned. But this is what I'm trying to explain
Oh,
to you.
sorry.
is that-
Let me touch that. How's it working when you're trillions in deficit?
Exactly. They're doing this on a purpose, like putting everybody into
Oh,
trillions.
this is what I mean. Like, you think we're all stupid, but yet you forget that the Fed is printing money like as if it's going out of fucking fashion, and yet it still can't pay the bill.
That's
But yet you got Ned going, oh yeah, we got their confidence. Oh fucking suck a dick.
Yeah, but Hassan, you're right, because literally the Federal Reserve has printed more money in the last 2 years than they have done in the entire history of the United States. These things are...
And Sam, man, go fuck your mum.
Exactly, but what I'm trying to say, Ned, is that we're in unprecedented times. There is a big shift taking place. If this was 20 years ago, if this was 10 years ago, if this was 5 years ago, I would say, yeah, you're absolutely right. Bitcoin doesn't hold a candle to the pound or the dollar. I'm talking about now. There are major shifts. It's like an earthquake with seismic shifts that are happening underneath us. There is major seismic shifts happening in the world, and the euro and the British pound. Well, certainly the petrodollar is going to be in danger.
No. Look, Americans' GDP was is 20 trillion. Okay, China's GDP is 13 trillion. Okay, right. These Japan's is 5 trillion. Germany's is 4 trillion. Right. United Kingdom a couple of years back was about 3 trillion. Okay, France is about 2.5 trillion.
Never mind a couple of years back. What about now? After the
well, the trouble is
well, so if they're making this much money and they're spending double, what does their numbers mean? What does their numbers mean if they're spending double?
Talking over each other, Ned.
What does their numbers mean if you're spending double?
Okay, Ned, go on.
Well, yeah, my point is that these economies are absolutely thriving.
No, they're not.
Which economies?
Fucking Americans, mate. Are you shitting me? America's thriving, bro. What part of America's thriving? I look at America and it looks like Beirut, bro.
Yeah.
What fucking mate? You got some rose tinted glasses on, bro.
Exactly.
Fucking America's thriving. Where are you, fucking numbnut prick, man?
No, at the moment, I will say this in Ned's defense.
Fucking, you're just bleeding America dry, bro. That's all that's happening to America.
I will say this
and
Ned's
Europe.
defense. At the moment, when you look at the American economy, when you look at the European economies, yes, they are still on top. They are still there. I'm looking at maybe 5 to 10 years down the line, and the current trends that I can see, they are going to have huge problems. I mean, maybe, I don't even think it's going to be even 10 years. I think within 5 years we're going to see a major change.
2030.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm predicting. I mean, I'm happy to be wrong. In 5 years' time, you can come and and I'll eat all the humble pies you bring. You put.
Well, it's happened long time ago. The Fed is just balancing the book.
1973. You saw it in that clip that you actually showed in 1970 when the Saudis completely switched off all of the oil revenue. Suddenly we just ran out of oil. There were massive sort of queues. The price of oil absolutely rocketed. It completely hammer-blowed the Western economy, but it self-corrected.
No, it didn't self-correct. No, Nixon convinced the Saudis to not sell their oil in any other currency except the dollar.
Thank
it didn't self-correct in any shape or form.
Thank you.
It forced
That's exactly what it did.
to correct
self-correcting.
There was no self-correcting. No,
yes,
this was forced. This was forced. This wasn't some natural process.
Okay, just walk you. Can I just walk you through that, Banksy? Okay, the people in power were the Saudis. They controlled the oil. At that point, everybody was really fucking dependent on them. Okay, they were selling it in cheap.
Well, and Venezuela didn't have
the whole
oil.
of their oil reserves, and they were selling as much as possible. After the Yom Kippur War, they shut off all their oil supplies and said, "You actually sort out the Middle East, or we're going to completely throttle all supply of oil in the West." Right? The West had to go cap in hand to Saudi and the Middle East and almost virtually sort of beg for terms.
Like the begging,
right? And out of that, the petrol currency emerged, which benefited Saudi Arabia. They were rich before, they became fabulous rich afterwards. Right, I'm not Googling bunga bunga, fuck you.
Yeah, go bullshit, go fucking suck a dick, you bullshit narrative, Chris.
Come on the show, you fucking
Sorry guys, one at a time.
Oh, sorry.
What's going off on one bunga bunga? In between, just 1 second, I want to answer Sam M's question.
Oh yeah, the petrodollar's making money. It's only we got the Fed that's just a money printing machine that's just going over fucking drive. Yeah, but we got to have fucking confidence in it, you fucking pencil neck cunt.
No.
Shut up.
Okay. Holy shit. Let me just address this one thing. Now, Sam M says, what is your solution to fiat currency? It's actually very simple. Silver-backed pounds or silver-backed currency. No, of course it is. The Americans did this. The Americans did this during the what's it called? During the Abraham Lincoln era. Abraham Lincoln had a problem of paying his soldiers, so he backed his what they called the greenbacks back then. He produced a bunch of federally
income tax. That's what he produced, man. Banksy. Get to the point. He produced income tax.
He printed. Instead of letting the Federal Reserve, which I don't think the Federal Reserve even existed at the time. I think it was the Central Bank of America. They refused to print money, so he produced his own money. He made them legal tender, which were backed by silver, and he paid his soldiers with these greenbacks. And after that, after the Civil War was over, the Federal Reserve, or what became the Federal Reserve, but at the time I think it was called the Bank of America, forced him to stop producing those and to go back to their currency, to the ones that the central banks were producing. The central banks don't need. There is no need for a country to have a central bank, a private corporation, to print their money for them. A country is allowed to print their own money. It's just that the system has been fixed in such a way and corrupted in such a way that they think that you all need a central bank, which is a private corporation owned by private shareholders,
run by elites,
run by the elites to produce the money for your country. So no country needs a central bank. No country needs to have a central bank to produce their currency for them, and they can back it with silver, which is not as precious as gold, but it is more accessible and more of it is available. And so you can have an economy that's silver-backed, not necessarily gold-backed.
And remember, tonight's show is sponsored by Ned's Mangina. Please give generously.
But the true currency of any country is the people and what they're manufacturing and what they're doing and what it's nothing to do with private companies like Federal Reserve. It's actually that's why in my lifetime I've seen the destruction of the mines, the steel industry, the wool industry, all that sort of stuff that we were manufacturing, and what we did is let it go abroad. Do you know what I mean? Even the telemarketing, all that shit went abroad. And if you were a true leader of a country, just like you would be like a true leader of a household, you wouldn't allow it. You wouldn't allow French to own your water in the north,
or even better still, you wouldn't allow your enemy that wants your demise to run your household, would you? You wouldn't want your enemy to go, this is what you got to live on, would you?
What's the second largest French city? What's the second largest French city? with the highest number of French nationals. I've already told you this one, Banksy. You know it.
But who cares? Why?
Well, I'll tell you why it matters. Because it's London, right? But that's because there's loads of fucking jobs in England, right? There's in Britain. There's fuck all jobs in France. Right, and
all right. So let me get this right. Is that the biggest money? Is this the biggest stock earner, or is it the stock exchange? That no one lives here. No one lives in the stock exchange. But the pound makes money.
And there's loads and loads of jobs here because
the stock exchange makes money.
Yes,
what's your point?
It works absolutely wonderful. And you're just talking.
No, it don't.
Shit. Yeah, you don't know what you're.
No, you're talking shit. I'm making a point. If your country makes money, stocks and shares. What's the point?
You were born.
Oh, fucking suck a dick.
Yeah. I mean, it's very difficult to know which side is the mouth and which side the anus is. It the anus?
I can show you where my anus is, though. Right. If you're up for all of that, if you're into all of that, you faggot. You fucking faggot. If you're into show you your anus, I'll show you my anus.
Let it go. Yes,
that's irrelevant because at the end of the day, that makes So the nickel wire amenities, we sell them to them, our government does, and then we give all the jobs away to French. Lovely.
Yeah.
But what about the City of London?
Paris is the second biggest.
London, isn't it? Let's face it. You know, that belongs to Vatican. So that's another realm that we could go into, isn't it? The actual city of London.
Yeah, well.
No, I'm on about where you live. I'm on about the little central, the mile, the city of London, where they've got their own police.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Guys know that the Queen is not a sovereign head of the city of London.
Yeah,
has to get permission.
But that makes all the money. What's your point? Is what I was saying. But you, Ned, you're so fucking stupid. You just don't even know that, do you? Or how about your guilds? How about your guilds? How about your guilds that are not part of your sovereignty?
It's taken him about 4 minutes for him to actually try and work out that insult.
Same as the city of Washington. It's the same thing.
Look,
Washington doesn't belong to. It's a state in its own self.
You're dry.
Not belong
There's loads of these arcane old traditions, right? The Archbishop of Canterbury can't go into Canterbury without permission, right? There's loads and loads of arcane. The Queen can't go into Parliament. She can only go in there on one day, and that's the opening of Parliament. There's loads and loads of these old fucking traditions, and they mean fuck all.
Oh, Ned.
Yeah, I know, it means fuck all.
No, but the thing is, Ned, these are not traditions.
Ned, they still
the City
mean
of London
something.
thing was specifically designed, it was requested this way because they want to do fuckeries which are beyond the realm of the king. This wasn't the Queen. This wasn't, right now we have a Queen. This was done because the king held power and sway over money. Do you guys remember? Do you guys know about the money stick?
500 years ago.
Do you guys know Tally?
500 years ago.
Yes,
it's the same now. It's the same now. They're called influencers.
Exactly. Their influence carries from 500 years. It carries from 2,000 years ago. That Jesus tried to fuck with the money changes.
They're the ones who fucking started it all.
Yeah,
so
No, but the thing is, Ned, Jesus was fucking with the money changers. It's in the Bible. Yep. He called them the den of vipers because they were taking advantage of the Jews.
We're going back to Jesus?
Yes, that's how far this system goes back.
Yep,
this system is
beyond.
You're
surely not using that as an
thousands
argument,
of years. Ned, I'm telling you, watch a documentary called The Money Masters. I saw this in the 90s. I saw that on the VHS. That's how far back I saw that fucking documentary. And that documentary
Ned, the ones that your mum's porno stashes on. The one that you crack off to.
Ned, come on.
He was hoping to crack off one night, and then the Money Masters came on, and he had to celebrity.
Yeah, so you watched some shitty old
the Money Masters. There was a cum shot.
Some shitty old documentary 10 years ago, right? And this has put you straight everywhere. Now you're a great expert on international relations and Money Masters. Is that
I'll
it?
Find you the Money Masters documentary. Although there's been loads of better ones, and
there's loads of those.
But what I'm saying is, I will find you that documentary and I'll send it to you. This money changer situation is literally thousands of years old. It is come across the kings of the czars of Russia, the kings of Europe, even Muhammad addressed it. You know why there's no usury in Islam? Because of the fucking money changers. Even Muhammad recognized that the power the money changers have. That's why he banned usury in Islam. He incorporated it into the religion.
And most of the wealth that you enjoy in this country actually comes from money traders. The largest industry in this country is the banking industry.
Yes, they made it that way. They forced it that way. They pushed it. We can have better systems in
money
this
in it.
head.
So
we can have systems where there is no inflation.
What's up with you?
Why is there inflation? If I plant a tomato tree and I pluck that tomato this year and then I pluck it next year, well, how is that tomato suddenly increased double in price next year than it was this year? It didn't cost me any more earth. It didn't cost me any more water. It didn't cost anything else to grow.
Because some rabbi wants to pay someone off for shagging 3-year-olds.
To increase prices. There is always pressure to increase prices.
No.
Banksy, please, can I give an example about that? You think about a house. So the house that I live in is about over 200-year-old, right? Can you imagine like the different people that have actually paid taxes or mortgage interest rates on this house? Do you know what I mean? Do you know? You can see, like.
And that's all evaluated.
It's
It's like someone who goes around and decides what it's going to be in the market, and it's just numbers on paper.
Exactly.
No,
it's
not.
money out of
No,
nothing.
it's not.
Nothing.
Well, that's
This
fractional
house
reserve.
was
No,
built
it's
by
not.
This house.
It's the value that people are prepared to pay for it. It's the money that people are prepared to pay
All
for
right,
it.
Ned. Here's the question: Where do you live? Where do you live? What area do you live?
Right. I actually.
What area do you live,
I
Ned?
go to a estate agent and I look at the range of prices,
obviously,
and I buy something which fits my pocket. Okay. Right.
Can you let
Your pocket?
The market sets the price for the property.
No, you do according to your market.
What?
You're saying that you pay what you want. Is that the tomato that you're buying? Is it the same price in India?
The market's all orchestrated, isn't it? Because if they don't build enough houses for everybody, people are always going to want somewhere to live. And so people are going to fight over it. And they use the fact that more than one person wants it to play them off against each other.
Right.
Or they control the outcome of it. So if they've got 100 houses, they'll let 2 on the market when they've got another 98 in the back.
The market actually works here.
It does.
There are places in the world where the population is declining, and the thing is that prices actually of property are decreasing. Right?
What? Name one. Name one.
Where?
What?
Yeah.
Name one.
Where I might go live there? Go on, tell me.
Tell me where there's a mass population, okay, where they're leaving and it's more expensive.
Okay, let me tell you then. If you actually look at the flyover states in the Midwest of America.
Where?
No, listen, you asked for an example.
He's talking about Texas. He's talking about Mississippi, Alabama.
Well, Texas is underpopulated.
If just let somebody try and make a point. You've asked me a question.
You can't.
Try and make a point.
Let him make the point. Let him make the point, guys.
Right. In the flyover states, there are decreasing numbers of people. There's an aging population. There are decreasing numbers of jobs because the industries have actually left a lot of the flyover states, the Midwest of America, right? And as a result of that, people have been moving out to the coast. As a result of that, house prices in area go to Detroit. Right, Motown.
But one thing I will say,
cars are not being made in
Detroit. You live in Detroit.
Can I just make a point?
Detroit is a shithole. Nobody wants to live there.
Can I just finish my point?
But the house prices are going up.
In Detroit, what's actually happening is that house prices have completely collapsed because nobody fucking wants to live there.
Well, that's what we're saying, you fucking Belen.
But it is true. It is true. There's like scores of houses boarded up in Detroit.
That the prices go up.
Yes.
When they're leaving,
they're
you
still
fucking Belen.
Down.
Yeah, no, they're gonna go down. Obviously, you fucking bellend. You've been trying to make an example for the last 15 minutes. You fucking.
One thing I will say, prices.
What are you saying,
One thing I
Jupiter?
will say, Ned, prices in those so-called flyover countries like Texas, Alabama. Texas, in fact, is becoming a massive growing state. You know how many people are leaving California to go to Texas now? All these Californians are leaving California now and moving to Texas because of, first of all, tax rates. I mean, Elon Musk moved his entire Tesla corporation to Texas because of tax.
Yeah, because it's friendlier
Can we take turns, please? Because obviously this is a massive passion of mine. Talking about shutting the mines down, shutting the steelworks down, shutting the bloody shipyards down. Because from the north. Do you know what I mean? Yes, the housing. My family live there. And their housing prices went down, not up. Not up, Ned.
No, but that's
No, Angel. They were just bad sellers.
Let me finish.
Guys, let Angel finish. Please, let Angel get to the end. And
by the market.
Ned.
The price is set by the market. If there's
Oh.
high demand,
Ned.
prices go up.
Please,
no
finish her point.
Prices go down. Listen, children, prices go up if people want to buy the properties. If they don't want to buy the
Why would they want to buy properties? Why would they want to buy properties?
Could you please let Angel finish? Could you please let Angel finish her point? Ned, please allow Angel to finish. She's barely spoken. The ladies have actually barely spoken.
Oh, okay, yes, good. Sorry.
I know I butt in a lot. Sorry,
I would
Ned.
like to hear from Jupiter too.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but when that happened, which was obviously in the early 80s, like when they demolished the industries, not the cotton industry, like in Bradford even, like the telemarket sales industries, the mines, the steelworks, what else? The shipyards. Can you imagine how devastating that was for the North? And where did they send all that shit? Where were they getting all that stuff from? Abroad. I mean, what household? Like if somebody was a household of, a father, a mother of a family, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't say right, I'm making like sort of cabbage patches out there, vegetable patches out there, and I'm going to give it away to the neighbors and let my children starve. It is fucking ridiculous what you're saying. Do you know what I mean?
I've only one word to say to you, Leon.
Well,
Leon.
It wasn't Leon. It was Thatcher. Thatcher did this.
No.
Well, Leon Britain.
No,
the
French city of Lyon. Right?
Lyon in France.
Yeah. Lyons. Lyon.
So why did they do it?
I'll explain. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Why did they do it to the north? Why did they do that to the north?
Yeah, Angel Moon, let him tell us what his reason is.
Right, okay. Look. Thatcher completely, under Thatcher's rule, in the first 5 years of Thatcher's rule, the economy dropped by 20%, manufacturing, as jobs flooded out, of this country.
Flooded out where?
Right. They went abroad. They went abroad.
Exactly,
people in the Far East was making things a lot cheaper, and we just got completely screwed. Right, it's manufacturing industry. Now they stopped that from happening in France, right? And for a long time, the mines stayed open, right? And a lot of the factories were kept open by French government subsidies and support and all that sort of stuff. By 1990, it kept the jobs open, it kept the mines open, it kept the steelworks open for about another 20 years, and then they hit exactly the same wall that we hit. Now, the difference is that by that time, we had recovered and we'd found alternative economies, alternative ways to make money in this country.
Where from?
But from the city of London.
The service industry, which is
from the service industry.
Where
I'm not justifying it, but all I'm saying is that look, we are governed by the market. They tried to override the market in France. It didn't work.
The people are not governed by the market. That's bullshit.
We are. Everybody.
No. The elite are governed by the market.
No, you are.
And then it's projected onto the people.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
are.
That's,
No, you are.
I can't even believe I'm talking leftist shit now, and you were a leftist.
Well, we rely on the service industry, but now what they've done down at Dover with the shipping, and with all those people that were fucking chucked off the boat to let immigrants to go, well, not even immigrants actually. They flew people in from another country. They weren't even already here. To pay them £1.69 for a job that they were paying over 10 quid for, 15 quid for an hour, and now they've chucked them all off. So that's the free market for you, right?
Well, I mean, it's just the way it is.
On steroids,
the way it is.
Even though I agree with capitalism, but capitalism on steroids, right? And now we've
That's
got all these people
corporatism, yeah.
for a fucking job.
That's bang out of order. But I mean, can I just say, what Jupiter's just said is just, going to put me into, what's happening in Ireland at the moment with the Ukrainian so-called refugees that are coming in. I don't know if you can post it, Banksy, but I did post it on Speaker's Corner, online.
Oh, what was
and just go. I'm Angel Moon on there. Speaker's Corner. I think it was one of the last things I posted. I mean, open your eyes. I mean, seriously.
What's happening there, Angel?
It's a great replacement that's going on.
Yep,
you know what I mean? Because these people, there's these people that are coming over now that are in the asylum centres in Ireland, and like these young men that are saying they're over 60 and they're Ukrainian citizens, and that's why they're allowed in Ireland as asylum seekers. Huh. I mean, it's a load of bullshit. What's going on? And it's the same. It's the same when they
had engineering. We can all see it, and they're
oh my God, you know what I mean? And it's not just. It can't be just happening in Ireland. It's happening all over Europe, and Britain as well. You know what I mean? Fuck's sake. We're total mugs at the moment. What's going on, and we can't see it. Well, we can.
Boom.
Fucking hell. I mean, I can't even believe that people are feeding into all this bullshit that's going on, even with the Ukrainian war that's going on. This is another agenda that's, marching us into the New World Order, obviously. Can you find it, Banksy?
I'm actually looking. Yeah, I found your. Is it a little colourful dog? Your avatar.
Well, it's on BitChute. It's on BitChute, so there's no obviously picture there, but it says that they're taking the piss. I think I wrote that they're absolutely taking the piss out the people. There's this.
Is your Angel Moon? Is your
Angel
avatar
Moon? Yeah.
A little dog. A picture of a dog.
Yeah, that's my dog Tilly. Yeah,
it looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, so which is the video you posted? Is it called Corruption?
Please show it to people because it's the one that says it's a BitChute one that says they're absolutely taking the piss out the people. They're
taking the piss out. Okay, I'll look for it. You guys keep going while I try.
I mean, why are you looking for that, Angel Moon? Changing up the subject a little bit while we wait for him to come back. What do you think? Right, we all know that all this wokery stuff is fucking bullshit, right? But have you seen what's happened to the bloke who created Father Ted? He reckons his whole life's been destroyed.
Well, I mean, Father Ted is probably one of the best comedy series ever produced.
Graham Lynham, what's happened?
Yeah. What happened? Why has his life been destroyed?
Well, they went after him. They've basically shut him down and cancelled him because he stuck up for women.
Oh, because they're trying to
women are women.
Well,
yeah,
I'll tell you what, they're probably about 10 million quid too late, aren't they?
I mean, he did. I mean, I must say, the guy.
Oh, yeah.
His friends, everybody's turned his back on him. He said that he once quoted himself as saying, I don't really know anybody outside of show business. And now he says the only people he know are ordinary people, that everybody in show business have turned their back on him. They would even his show, because his show was in rehearsals, to go out there and on Broadway in the theatre, and now, no.
Well, it's the same happened to J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, well, it's exactly the same. I mean, this is just craziness, isn't it?
Are you guys able to see my screen?
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll play this for you guys as well as the audience. So hopefully we'll get it all.
Yeah.
Simple as that. That's all. Okay. Thanks for your time, Richard Dixon. What's your Richard works for the Department of Justice, folks. So there we go. Okay.
Has this been speeded up?
Afternoon, guys. How are you? Can I ask you a few questions?
No.
You're over. You've arrived. I see you've arrived here at the refugee center here.
Yes.
For Ukraine, yeah?
Yes, sir, Ukraine.
Are you Ukrainians?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you flew in from?
Ukrainian.
From Ukraine.
From Ukraine.
Yes,
Okay.
From Donetsk.
Okay.
Donetsk, city Donetsk.
Yeah?
Yes.
If you don't mind me saying so, you don't look like you're from Ukraine?
No, we just national of Ukraine.
You're just nationals of Ukraine passport. Okay,
Yeah,
so you're Ukrainian citizen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ukrainian citizen by origin, we are from state Jammu Kashmir.
From Kashmir?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Indian. Okay.
Slowly,
So, yeah, so I'm just an Irish journalist here, citizen journalist. So I'm just asking.
Wait a minute, I just want to find out if they are Ukrainian nationals, they're men definitely between the ages of 16 and 60. So
Oh,
what
it
the
gets
fuck are
better,
they
Banksy.
doing?
It gets better. Just
We're
wait while you see
concerned here in Ireland
Sorry, yeah, I'm going to keep going.
that they're taking in 200,000 people.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were being told that it's women and children are being taken in. So are you're claiming refugee status here now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we just heard reports that there are people coming from Middle East, Africa, or whatever, who aren't Ukrainians, who are coming in through this refugee centre, and we were told as Irish citizens that it's women and children. You know. So how do you feel about that? Yeah, and you're a Ukrainian citizen, and were you not asked to stay and fight for Ukraine?
No, just we are 60 years now.
You're 60 years old?
We are old.
Oh, you're 60, yeah, and you're 60 as well.
60.
And this man, yeah, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so...
And this man here is 60 as well. Are you from the Kashmir as well?
No, he's from... He's from UK.
You're from Ukraine, yeah, okay, thank you.
No, he's 60.
And what's your name, sorry? Zion. Zion, okay. Okay, look, these gentlemen now, guys, are talking to here.
The guy with the white hair, I would say maybe he's probably 60.
Yeah,
The
me.
others, hell no.
They're Ukrainian citizens. They're here going through the refugee process.
I know that.
There's plenty of women and children.
They don't even look Ukrainian. I
mean, they could be Ukrainian citizens. I mean, I can accept that. But if they're Ukrainian citizens, nationals between the ages of 16 and 60, they should be over there fighting. They shouldn't be. They can't leave the country.
Yeah, but you know what I say to that, Banksy? I think it's a possibility they're Ukrainian citizens, but very improbable.
I'm 62 and I wish I had their moisturizer. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
You would think. But I mean, no, I'm just saying that they could be like Ukrainian passport holders. Do you know what I mean? Like national.
Yeah.
Like I have a British passport. I'm not British born. I mean, if I were interviewed by someone in the middle of the street, they'll probably go, "No, I don't think you look English," and I don't blame them.
You do look English.
You're a betting man. How much would you bet that those guys are Ukrainians?
Well, as I said, I mean, they could be Ukrainian
No,
national passport holders.
They're taking the piss,
but
man.
yeah, I mean,
what they're doing is
either
they're
way.
importing
They're
all
definitely not
these people
60.
in.
So why should we believe them on anything else?
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, even if they're Ukrainian national passport holders, they still shouldn't be seeking asylum in Britain because they're men and they're definitely under 60, so they still shouldn't be able to claim asylum. They're like, there's so many levels of shit that's wrong here.
This is the chessboard of the the globalists moving the populations around.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not just the population though; it's the men population. Have you noticed that? Like the men have to stay and die. Well, you bitches are right. Just you can fuck the enemy, and the men have just got to die there between 16 and 60.
Syria and all the other places from the Middle East, it was all the men coming across in the bloody boats and dinghies, and the women were left to die.
Yes.
Let's not.
I don't think anyone should die. Has to be left to die. I think that's the bit that I'm trying to say. If someone wants to fight for some Israeli world leader to fucking dominate more land, yeah, great. You know, give him the rewards and the badges and the medals and all that, and let them have it. But my heart goes out to all them fucking people that were in the Afghanistan carpet bombing exercises, and the ones that are now sitting in Mariupol these shitholes that look like Philadelphia. Fucking scumbags. I can't wait until it's...
You know, that's upsetting, because let's not forget, like, you know, the or 14, you know, the
That's
children.
a bit harsh, Sam M. That's a bit harsh, mate.
I know. It's like,
Let's not forget the men that went into, like, you know, like 8th grade and 10th grade and 11th grade with beards. You know, with beards, you know what I mean? Like the so-called men from Afghanistan or where.
Yeah, Wendy's here.
They lied to us, didn't they? Yeah.
Hello, is that Wendy Wu? Hello, Wendy?
Hi, Bethany.
Hey, okay, we got Wendy in his house. Welcome,
Yes.
welcome.
Now we've evened up the score.
Yes, 3 on 3.
Fair point. It comes to a fight, we're outnumbered.
Let's bring in Wendy. Okay, Wendy, we're talking about these obviously Indian-looking men who are Ukrainian.
Yeah,
I saw the video. I watched the video. What you were playing. Okay. There's no way those guys are Ukrainian.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Wow, my God, I didn't know that was happening.
And they're meant to be 60, Wendy. I want their moisturiser.
Oh God, I want a bit of what they're having then. Yeah.
They must be vegan. Apparently, the vegan diet.
Well, that couples up with the one that you posted earlier, Banksy, about, like, you know, the ones that obviously don't come from Ukraine, that have come to Ireland. You know, that guy that the black family.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
funny as fuck.
Banksy, show Wendy it.
Which one? The one with the Paul Joseph Watson video.
Yeah.
The disappointed white guy. Show him that one.
Look at that
funny.
And the hearts of the people are like saying, "I open up my home to these people," just like they did with the Middle East. And look at where that got them. You know what I mean? A lot of them. You know what I mean?
Best part.
But wait till you see this, Wendy. It's well funny.
All right.
I'm just finding the bit where.
I'm still trying to get over that lot from Kashmir. I mean,
you wait till you see the next one.
Yeah, you're right.
Set this thing up.
I could just imagine if that was Wendy renting out her side room.
Wouldn't be expecting that.
Yeah. You can fuck right off.
You got the fuck on, boy. Yeah. You remember when she was God.
Okay, let me just play this here.
Say, not what they expected. Whoops.
D'accord.
Let me
just say, not what they expect.
This is the Ukrainian family that this man got.
Oh, that face is brilliant.
Oh wow!
What?
They're Ukrainians.
Apparently.
You gotta love him.
I turned them away. You know, I'd go, no, you're not. No.
It's the more Ukrainians. Why is that guy there? You know, because he doesn't look over 60, does he?
No.
That's the other thing as well. The guy.
The white dude looks in shock. I don't know who he is.
He's a loving Irishman that wants to give his home up, and it's so sad.
Yeah, he's in shock, isn't he?
Look, I mean, I feel, because look at this. I got 3 children, you know, family. So I mean, I can't be too sort of harsh on this. They've got a baby and everything, so you.
But they're not Ukrainian.
But they don't look Ukrainian.
That guy, he must be just actually pointing inside the piss, thinking, you know what?
This is taking the piss. That's
Isn't it?
on his face.
I mean,
I can't say nothing.
You know, I agree with what Sam M's saying. It's like there may be black people in Ukraine, but that guy wouldn't be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The husband wouldn't be there.
That's the point.
No, he wouldn't be there.
No, because all men aren't maybe made to stay for a start. So
they're just taking the piss out of the people altogether. You know, moving us around on a chessboard. which they have, forever. That's what they've done to us, and they're doing it big time now. Like on a Richter scale of God knows what. Do you know what I mean? And like people's compassion in their own hearts are feeding into this. And it's very sad, you know what I mean? People need to wake up because it's the destruction of their own cultures, totally. 200,000 people coming into Ireland, regardless of what's already been happening, is when you've got a population of 4 million, 5 million, it's going to be a massive it's going to change, it's going to get rid of their own culture. It's a genocide in a way of their own culture. Because
it will if they allow that to happen.
Well, it's happening, isn't it?
No. Again, see, this is where my blood starts boiling to piss here.
Already happened in London.
All right, exactly. And yet we've not learned, and yet we still haven't learned. Yet these towns keep falling, and yet we still refuse to fucking learn these lessons. That guess what? The thing that used to make us great is that we used to be able to incorporate these things without effort. What happened? Bro, I remember when I stepped into this nation and we learned. But how did we learn? Because people taught us, people showed, people gave examples. This is how people stop doing that. I think we need to start. And remember that these numbers that are coming in, these are going to be your neighbours. Just remember that. Before you start throwing stones across neighbours' gardens.
Neighbours, I'm telling you.
Well, you know what? I love the idea that some people have got that notion. Brilliant.
I'm telling you, there's no way.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. When we've heard this before. Just remember that they're
going to
coming.
be my neighbours, Hassan.
Right, wherever.
Not.
Wherever.
No, they're not.
Why is she alive wetting her knickers in the comments? I mean, why is her knickers all twisted up her backside?
I'm just saying, if you got numbers like 20,000, you got numbers like 20,000 coming through your door, and you want to throw stones at them, just remember, 20,000 is an army.
Number one,
just remember that.
Onto the panel, she's so vocal. Number two, we're only just having a laugh. And number three, if you were told that a family of 5 Nigerians were coming to your house, the last thing you'd expect when you open the door is 5 fucking white English-looking people. So we're having a laugh, Sia. If you can't have a laugh and you've got no fucking common sense in your head, yeah? And let me tell you something. I ain't on benefits, but I bet you are.
Was she talking to you when she said that? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I mean,
there's a problem if people want to assimilate into the culture of the country that they're
But you're not making it assimilative, are you?
No. That's what multicultural means. Because what it is there's multicultures in the country, and that doesn't lead. That leads to not just ghettos and all sorts of stuff. It doesn't lead to a harmonious situation in the country. It doesn't. I mean, look at London.
Man, we had it harmonious in London. They had it harmonious in the 80s. They had it harmonious in the 70s. It was harmonious until we were pulling out of our nuts in the 20s,
so
and then shit happened.
It's not your generation, then, is it, Hassan?
What happened?
Well, it's the new lot coming in, isn't it?
It's a new lot. Not new lot, because I can't remember an exchange happening. Well, this new lot theory is that we all got this vision of England being a nation where we weren't importing people initially.
But it doesn't matter, talking about...
Well, you mean the Bengalis just woke up here?
Immigrants are welcome, but
exactly.
What's going on at the moment is a total invasion. And you can't fucking deny it. What's going on, in Dover? It's
because we're seeing it as an invasion, aren't we?
An immigrant, as much as it affects.
But we're seeing it as an invasion, though, aren't we? Like, if we saw these people as our combatants, it would soon change, wouldn't it?
Okay, guys, sorry. I just want to interject with the comments in the text in regards to why can't black people be Ukrainians. Yes, you're right. Ukrainians can be of all different nationality or races, but the fact is that I'm showing you an image right now. I'm sorry, everyone on the panel, because I've already.
It's a
shown this
shame that you
video.
have to put
There is a white girl.
isn't it?
There's an image of a white girl called. Sorry, let me just see it again. Tiana Stojkovic, and it's this white girl's passport or identity
Oh,
card.
I saw this
And there's
earlier,
a
yeah.
black girl going, yes, that's me. It was about 10 to 20 years ago.
I identify as
Yeah, I
Come
saw
on.
that.
They are just taking the piss.
course
This
they
isn't
are.
about some racist shit. They're just taking the piss.
I identify as a white woman.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Helicopter.
Sia Live is
I
saying
want
she
to
can't.
reply to Sia.
Guys,
again.
is my microphone volume okay for you?
I have
lot?
to embrace
Good.
Britain.
Yeah, it's fine,
Maybe a bit
Banksy,
low.
yeah.
Is it too low or is it not?
Maybe a
No,
little
it's
bit low.
fine.
Bit higher.
No.
Fine.
Some people
Yeah,
are
the
saying it's
balance
low,
on,
some-
yeah, but maybe a little bit
Yeah,
low.
I don't know about how it's
Let
going
me
out.
see if I can.
But in your case, that's probably a good thing, actually. I don't know
because I
whether
scream
anybody
all
saw
the time.
Posey Parker.
So
but bloody
Sia,
good.
I wouldn't expect Hector to go knocking on someone's door as a British man because British people don't run.
Let's see what. Oh.
I think British people are smart, mate. They run when they have to, and they stay on five when they need to.
No, we've never run.
We've never ran. We put our children in safe places and then we fight.
Dunkirk?
Dunkirk. Oh, nice one, Ned, you fucking traitor. we actually, actually,
I just want to know where. Here's a question. Here's a question. If we don't, where's our soldiers' bordering now?
Hang on,
Where's our soldiers on our borders now?
Hassan, wait a minute.
Where's our soldiers on our borders now?
We're the only nation that turned a defeat into a positive, yeah? So when we had to, when those soldiers had to be took off Dunkirk, right, off France and brought home by all the little bolts and everything else, we turned it into a national celebration. You know, what a great victory.
All hail Israel, yeah, we get it.
Yeah, what a great victory. Please don't bring that up.
I totally agree.
Wow,
However,
Ned,
all hail
you're
Israel,
not
we get it.
back next to me, Ned.
Actually,
wow.
There are times when we do make strategic
No, we did not
withdrawals.
run. We did not run.
You didn't run?
I think it's like, it makes my stomach curdle as well to say that, what happened in Dunkirk was a celebration as well. I mean,
that's what they did back, didn't they? They turned it into that, yeah.
That was disgusting.
It was looked upon as we'd saved our army. Yeah.
Trust Ned. Lefty Ned.
No, I'm just correcting you. You actually sort of declared we never run. And
But we didn't run. We didn't run. We had to evade. We had to evade. And we had to regroup. We had to regroup and rethink.
I'm not talking about the army. I'm talking about ordinary British people. You didn't see us fleeing in boats to go to fucking America, or anywhere else, did you? You see us fucking staying here, having our homes blitzed out and doing the best that we could.
Unfortunately,
we were sensible enough to do that, though, weren't we? We saw the potential of staying here and fighting, innit?
Yeah.
And the reasons why is because we've got this tolerant, accepting society that manifolds beautifully societies that come in. That this is a bit where we forget the great in the Great Britain. You understand me? And the massive ability, even in the most prestigious military rank, in the SAS, bless their fucking cotton socks that these guys still exist. That we can go and go any soldier from fucking anywhere. That should be the benchmark of British culture. But yet we love, absolutely adore forgetting this. We love it. Like our best captains of our industry. Example, a foreign bitch shouting out for England like it's really gonna die. Why? Because we know the value of this. You guys have forgot. You guys have forgot. You guys have forgot. You guys have forgot. I think you need to remember that.
Remember what exactly?
That we need to incorporate these people and turn them to our side instead of fucking holding them as different.
I would agree with you, but they're the ones.
All right, let's then start. Let's start.
Hold on. I would agree with you. I think that there does need to be more community cohesion in this country. I think identity politics has ripped it apart. But we're not the ones doing the othering. It's the minorities doing the othering. So they look at the West. They don't like the West. They don't like white people. It seems to be okay these days, Hassan. People run around calling white men paedophiles. All white men are paedophiles.
I remember.
Hold on. It seems to be okay for them to run around saying that all white women are slags. They paint us with it and tar us with brushes, but at the same time want to hold a victim card and say they're the victims.
Exactly.
No more.
That's
Not no
pathetic. How pathetic. You know what I mean? In another country that's adopted them, it's fucking disgusting. To be
agreed.
Look, tonight on Sabida's channel, I heard her say, that in 20 years' time, British people be wanting to emigrate to Muslim countries to be safe.
I don't think so.
Getting back to it, I remember those very nasty words being cushioned by British bosoms and being told not to be stupid and to start opening their heart and to start looking deeper. I remember that. I remember that was my pivotal point of remembering the shit that I used to hear in my old culture and thinking, these guys are fucking batshit, bro. These are the ones I want to hang around with. You know, the ones that are got me close to their bosom and go, don't worry about them, kid. We got you. I remember them. I remember them guys, and I remember how much I used to be in my old culture going, bro, you guys are fucking idiots, bro. You guys are fucking dumb as fuck, bro. I mean, like, you want to start getting with these people and start working with them and start fucking listening to them and start learning how to speak their language in their own fucking country. They didn't need to, because we had. Yeah? Like, you guys, we need to remember that we have to do that again. And remember that once they're all united, guess what? That nothing that they put via infrastructure, it's all going to be just thank you very much, like England does. We'll ride you and then thank you for it. It's all right, bro. Next. Move on. You don't get the picture? No, never mind. Go round the roundabout. You'll get another opportunity to learn. We ain't got the obligation to teach them, bro. It's up to them if they've got the obligation to learn, bro. And we used to be able to do that good. We used to be able to do that good. I think we need to remember how we did it. And I remember it was involved a lot more love and tolerance.
Before, Hassan, because the numbers were easily set, that we could take them and absorb them. The numbers are just out of reach of us being able to absorb all these people.
I wish I could agree with you. My father was invited with a plane load by an Israeli, and this guy had planes chartered for people. Gee,
right, what you want?
England. This is the guys that were bringing us over then. And people were saying the same echoes then. Well, we don't need foreigners, we don't need this, we don't need... I'll tell you what we do need. We need laws. We need proper laws that prevent wankers like Ned... prevents wankers like Ned supporting P&O at $1.99 an hour. We need... That's what we need. We need laws that prevent cunts like this.
Well, I can't believe you agree with Hassan. Yeah.
I would like to see the reverse of what's happening in Britain and in Ireland and Europe. If the reverse happened in other cultures, the way that like Europe and Britain and Ireland has been invaded, if the other cultures were being invaded as much as what we are, whether they would tolerate it, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. I mean, they're
unable to.
What upsets me is when I listen to Speaker's Corner. I honestly, and this is the God's honest truth, I never even thought about, like, you know, what's happening, you know, like people coming into the country, you know. Oh yeah, and it does, and I do believe that it does, and you know, enhances our country, and you know, it does. But on a mass scale of when it's actually changing our sort of culture, it's a detriment to us. It's a total detriment to us, because like they're which is happening with the government, is like, you know, putting this philosophy through, is like, you know, their cultures surpass our culture, and that is not a good thing. I mean, like, when in Rome, do as the Romans.
Yeah.
And a lot of you know, people that
You
have
know what,
emigrated.
Angel Moon? I wouldn't even mind if it was naturally done, but when you've got the government
Well, I've said
encouraging
that
it
all the time,
and
yeah.
putting in policies and procedures that aid them to do it,
how could you not?
Instead of being fair, then that's when you've got to say
How
this
could you
thing.
not believe in the clergy plan then? How could you not believe in it? I'm sorry, but how could you not? Do you know what I mean? Because that's what it's about, isn't it? The clergy plan is about, and what makes me laugh is when I listen to Speaker's Corner thing, you know, like these people saying, we're gonna suppress you, you know what I mean? Islam is gonna be the best thing. No, that's not gonna happen. Every one of our cultures is going to die. That's what the globalist thing is.
Yeah, that's
all our cultures are going to die.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we're all going to adhere to the fucking, you know, globalist shit.
Well, I've said this before,
happening.
Angel Moon, and
I
you would
can't
know,
believe it,
and you would know, because I know you're aware of what's in the Agenda 2030, which was the Agenda 21. They don't want any religion. So all these Islamists that are being used at the moment, they won't have a religion in the end. They want your religion too.
All of it's going to be like a Chinese style, you know, social credit score system. That's what we're heading towards. The World Economic Forum's telling us this. So why? I don't know.
Yeah, it's all out there now. They're not even hiding it now.
No, they're not. They're celebrating it.
I thought that the government had actually introduced a points system and they were restricting immigration into the country.
Well, that don't work down at Dover.
I know. Well, I know. It's sort of. Is it 20,000?
It's not for
Is
real.
it 20,000?
What about the mandates? What about the mandates? What about the care workers that can't work now because they haven't had a jab? Do you know what I mean?
What's that got to do with what you were talking about? What's that got to do with
reality?
I mean, I thought the government was actually trying to control immigration, and you know, you were talking about. Hold it. I thought you were talking about the, you know, the people from the Ukraine coming over here. I thought the government here has actually sort of restricted the number of people that can come in.
Ned, all the way through this so-called pandemic, let me tell you that immigration hasn't stopped at all.
At all.
No, it hasn't.
It's a Trojan horse that it doesn't need the horse. That's what it is.
And nor did he have any intention of stopping.
No. They've doubled every year at Dover.
It doesn't need the horse anymore. The government's allowing it. They're fucking picking them up by taxis. Come on, man. Oh my God! You know
the only thing that what's happened is that you've taken the market away and you've just given it to a very select few in Serco, and that have invested in BlackRock in letting homes to sheltered people that are vulnerable, and they're going to be able to exploit. That's the only thing that's happened.
Council tax is going to go to BlackRock. I mean, I know it's happening in America at the moment, but that's what's going to happen in Britain. You know what I mean? The council tax is going to get, you know, like say like somebody that owns their own home or whatever, they're going to actually have so much, you know, money that they're going to have to pay towards like council tax. They're going to put it up and up and up and up because of all this money that they've been paying out through the pandemic, and then they're going to have like, you know, liens on their homes, so they don't even own their homes. That's how they're going to fucking rape the homes from the people.
And those that are in home, guess what? It's capitalism, shit
Immigration
happens.
declined during the pandemic. So I'm sorry, I don't know where you're getting your data from, Wendy, but during the pandemic, according to the Migration Observatory, that's part of Oxford University.
Oh, God.
The immigration system
Oxford
dropped.
are up to their neck in it.
What?
Ned.
Yeah.
Immigration coming through Heathrow Airport from the start of the pandemic, right, up to today, right, has doubled. So I don't know what you're talking about. Ned.
What I'm talking about is the report by the Migration
So what? I'm
Observatory,
talking about
which is part of
people who
Oxford
actually
University.
work and deal with these people day in and day out, day in, day out.
You've got to listen to Ned.
Say that
He
again.
loves talking
Say that
shit.
again. What did you say? I didn't catch it. What exactly did you say?
I said I'm talking about people that have to work with these people coming in and day out, and all through the pandemic where people weren't supposed to be moving around. Guess what? Immigration did not change. In fact, it doubled.
And they were coming out of these camps and wandering all over the place. They weren't being told off. When the immigrants are coming in at Dover, all the illegal ones who've chucked their fucking paperwork from whatever country they're in away, they're being asked if they want the injection. If they refuse, they're allowed to just wander around. Could have COVID. Don't make no difference. All going to 5-star hotels because they've been setting alight the barracks that they were given.
That's why they're asking like the actual people now.
That's why they're asking the Ukrainians to come over to sort them out.
You know,
that's why they're asking the people.
After the first
I agree with that
lockdown,
one,
passenger numbers remained well below recent averages throughout the year.
Oh,
Grants
come
of
on,
visas
Ned, man.
dropped
It's a fucking
in
invasion.
2020.
Yeah.
No,
so
it didn't, Ned.
TW has been down at Dover reporting every day. She puts the figures there every day for people to see, and she tallies them up, right? And you can go and double check it because she gives you the figures every day from what she's observed, and it's much higher than what the government are telling us.
Big up Patriot, big up Little Veteran. Big them up on that.
Well,
thanks very much for giving me updated.
There was a decline of 900,000 or 10%.
Why don't you go and get a
What
dinky,
was it
Ned,
doing
and
to
go
our
and help them or something?
Ned, what do you think it's doing to our infrastructure? For like people
crippling
getting...
No. Listen,
hospitals.
Look, because I'm actually trying to inject facts into the conversation.
It's not
that doesn't
facts,
mean that
though.
I
It's
actually
not facts.
Because the government told you.
No, you're
Look,
giving
you've
us.
actually
Oh my God!
That's hearsay evidence. It wouldn't stand up in a court of law.
It is not
Whereas
facts.
I could
like the COVID
in a
evidence.
court of law and actually say this
It's
is
not
a report
facts.
by the Migration Observatory, which is stationed at the
Oh my God!
University
What
of Oxford.
websites are you
So
fucking?
how can they count illegals if they're not sure how many come in?
Yeah, but I'm just talking about people that emigrate
Why are there
here.
no bored ladies?
Yeah, so how can Oxford count the immigrants if they've got no one down there counting them? It's a load of bollocks. They're only counting the ones that they've seen coming in. TW is down there every day. She sees the boats that come in. She sees them coming in. She sees them at a distance coming in and running off. Some have run off into the fucking country, into people's gardens and stuff. Never to be seen again.
Yeah, going to Leicester in sweatshops in like seriously, paid like in disgusting like situations that Britain does not adhere to supposedly.
It's capitalism.
No, it's corporatism. Actually, capitalism is not a bad thing.
It's definitely not. I love capitalism.
It's a bad thing.
Love it.
If you wanted to like make a
and I've got no problem with diversity, by the way. I'm probably a little bit different to the others. I don't care who comes in as long as they respect us and the country. And
They don't. They don't.
And that's the problem, Hassan. That is the absolute.
That's what I mean, though, sister. Like, Jude, like if these people come in, like, I'll be honest with you, man. I remember, like, you think you can get away with certain things, and the people you come into line. But Policemen
Yeah,
are
but
not
we
doing
can't
it.
even trust
We're not.
the police at this
That's what I mean, see. Like with the solicitors are telling the person that you can't even go and talk to that guy. Maybe we might need to sort that law out. And maybe, how about another one? That
What we need to do
are not government.
Different government. That's what we need, but we're never going to get it.
Just,
Because
just
all cahoots
can
with
I
each
just say, just like we were worried about all the ISIS bullshit that's coming into the country that we don't know about. What about all the fascists that are coming
Yeah,
into
the Nazis. We don't want them
from Ukraine.
Yeah.
How do we know that they're gonna, what they're
Well,
gonna
that's the thing, Agent Moon, because when they do arrive, the real Ukrainians, like I said the other night, we think we've got racism now. Well, it's going to get a lot worse.
And this is the problem, Wendy. But who are they going to blame?
Well, they
Because
blame
those
us, wouldn't they?
go down
Oh,
as
the
white British.
Yeah, white people.
And who will they say that is? Oh, it'll be the English again. There's hardly any of us English left. We can't be responsible for all of it.
You're endangered. I remember I was reading a report that you guys are actually the endangered
the English
species in
are the
England.
minorities. Yeah, they're the ones that should be shouting out for shit. Not all these other people. Especially in London. Come on, you know what I mean?
I remember my Aunt Jean, man. I said, what happened to my Aunt Jean, man?
They've taken the capital city. What else can they do? Not just London, but Birmingham. They're probably the biggest cities, And
that is the second biggest city. Yeah.
They don't belong to the English anymore. I mean, like, the English are fucking stupid for allowing it.
Sorry, Angel. The thing that really got me, where I knew it went wrong, is the day that house prices were ascertainable by the public. You couldn't, mate. You're working. An Englishman's right was it to get a home. That English person, that's Englishman, Englishwoman. Don't want to argue on that one. But it was a right to work and within their lifetime to get a home.
And
once that principle went, England was different for me.
It wasn't just the English. I mean, I've heard on fucking Speaker's Corner the absolute degenerates that are saying, we're gonna take over, we're gonna do this, you'll always be, in a few years you're gonna be like fucking Muslims. Muslims are like, they should be sorry for themselves because they're gonna destroy their own culture as well with this shit that's going on in the global world.
Oh,
because all of it's gonna be destroyed.
All of they want, Angel Moon. And do you know what? I don't even feel sorry for them. They're walking themselves straight into it, just like they walked themselves just straight into Afghanistan. And now the people over there are starving and selling their kids.
I'll be honest.
Kidneys.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, this rhetoric from Muslims is just bolstering and it's just nonsense because let's be honest, the Muslims, the thing is, the Muslims think that if America or the Western world falls, they're the ones in line, like they're the next ones that are gonna
exactly.
They don't realize they're like the 10th one down the list of the countries that are actually going to be dominant in the world, and the most obvious one is going to be either China and closely followed by India. Those are the nations that are actually going to be the next superpowers.
And India.
I would say India before China, bro. China needs a heart, bro. China ain't got a heart.
Yeah, the Indians have been moving smart.
India has a heart, bro. India's a heart.
Heritage in our government.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter either way. The Muslim nations are like not even in the running.
You forget Afghanistan.
Gonna be.
You forget Afghanistan.
I agree.
You forget Iraq.
Well,
Afghanistan and Iraq.
If the Chinese take over,
they're using the Muslims.
Money don't mean shit in war, bro.
Don't like,
It was predicted by Nostradamus, this shit as well.
Yeah,
money don't mean shit in a war, bro.
Yeah, this has been predicted hundreds of years ago, or wherever.
And who did Nostradamus say is going to save us?
Well, what did he actually predict?
Man.
Exactly.
So, Ned, are you a fan of China as well?
Look, Ned is just your average blue-pilled cuckold.
I'm supposed to be. Look, this is a new one. I'm a fan of China. I'm supposed to support the PLO somehow or other. right?
Look,
Although I've never actually spoken about the PLO.
Ned is just your regular, average, run-of-the-mill. I mean, the thing is, I actually see Ned as the everyday guy because I see people like Ned all the time. My brother is like the biggest blue pill cuckold that there is, and that's what it is. These guys, this is the average guy on the street, though. But you guys got to realize. We are, I'll be perfectly honest with you, we are slightly on the freak, if not even slightly, probably quite a lot, in the freaks and geeks zone. We are not the average man in the street. The average man in the street is actually falling in line with Ned.
You say that, Banksy, but funny enough, people are beginning to wake up. They really are. I thought it was all lost a few years ago, and I spoke to my kids, and a lot of them were like, very much like Ned. Oh, what does it matter? You know, free. You know, everyone's got the right to choose. You know, why can't we all just mix up and be okay? You know, if that's what people want to do. And then gradually, they've started seeing it, and it's really amazing because me and Hector are in an interracial couple. You'll be surprised how people will come to us and sort of like say, "Oh, I don't like saying this. I don't want to offend you, but." Have you seen such and such happening? Have you seen this happening? This isn't good. And they're so relieved when we go, yeah, we see it. We see it. We've been seeing it for years. You know,
like the Hackney scandal with the school kids.
Yeah,
that disgusting scandal. That would have been swept under. None of us would have heard nothing about that. But now, look, you do that. And you know who? You know who I blame? Not the fucking police. I blame them fucking disgusting teachers.
Oh yeah.
That had the power, and just completely fucking spunked it away. You disgusting cocks.
Did you say Hackney? Is that the woman that's got 2 left feet? Are you talking about?
What?
Diane Abbott, who wore two the left.
Yeah. That represented them forever.
I think. Have you seen what Ben Shapiro has said about needing to stop talking about slavery in schools and the critical race theory recently?
I didn't see Ben Shapiro's take on it. No.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He's saying it's doing more harm than good.
Well, I mean, critical race theory has literally brought racism back into schools.
Yes.
Just when you thought, I mean, like, would you imagine this was Martin Luther King's dream of being judged by the content of your character or your color of your skin? I mean,
but that's the point.
What is that from the guy that was a total hypocrite? Said not to go out of their race, but carried on fucking a white woman. The one that said that drink and drugs were all evil, but refused to stop drinking and taking cocaine. The one that said that he weren't going to betray his people and then signed the treaty behind their back. You mean that, Martin? Yeah.
Hey, look, whatever you might think of his other actions, that
no, but it's true though, Banksy. You've got to look at it all, hasn't it? I mean,
and Gandhi.
There's a lot of stuff that like Hassan comes out with that I disagree with. You know, only because that is like, you know, swearing at other people. But a lot of his stuff that he comes out of his mouth is right. He's right. Well, you know what I mean? Like,
the thing is,
it's true.
Hassan is a Christopher Hitchens style of character, where Christopher Hitchens was very similar. Because Christopher Hitchens, when I first heard Christopher Hitchens talk about Mother Teresa, I was like, this man's gonna go to hell. He is going to hell because he wrote that book, The Missionary Position, on Mother Teresa. Exactly. I was like, this man is evil. But when I read about him, the more I got to know Hitchens, I was like,
exactly.
He knows his shit.
And also all the bloody Abrahamic religions that were, you know,
and the Dharmics, and the Dharmics.
Bullshit.
And the Dharmic with their spiritual airy fairy bullshit. Fucking karma, stick that up your ass. What is karma? Measure me karma. Fucking bollocks. Fucking water spirits.
I mean, for me, I'm not telling black people that they can't talk about slavery. What I'm saying is that I don't think that white people and black people and other people that have different heritages who come here and adopt our country need to only focus on the black cause. I don't think that that's healthy for them, because they get confused. They
That's
need
an
to know more
American
about our
gender, though,
culture.
isn't it?
And the people that are born here and are indigenous, they need to understand about themselves and have self-worth. All the critical race theory does is, right, it makes black people victims, it makes white kids guilt-ridden, and then it makes all the other denominations that are here, first or second generations that have adopted our country, fucking confused. It's not helping anybody. And on top of that, people are not taking up history as much as they were, and the funding for the colleges is going down because they're not interested in the fucking areas that people think that they are.
Good. I'm glad that college funding is ending because it got to the stage where gender studies should have been sanctioned. Good.
Jupiter, history's been rewritten.
Yeah.
I mean, you only have to look at what's happening in Hollywood and even what's happening on your own television screens at the moment. I mean, you would think that we were in a black country.
Yeah, it's true.
Seriously. What I mean? Like with the adverts even. You know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit what's
I
going
think it's gone beyond adverts. I think it's gone into the news. It's gone into all the TV programs.
Guys, do you mind me asking you one thing? When you say that it's Africanized, what negative are you seeing in that being Africa? Because I'll be honest with you, I've got to the ripe old age of 50, and I've seen both sides of the coin. And I'll be straight you, and I wish I could not say this, but I've seen improvement in standardization of things. A lot. Uber wasn't a thing. Cleanlinesses in certain shops weren't a thing, a standard. I remember Peter Lewis in Holloway was a fucking dust ball, bro. I remember like looking around, and we used to do sports walking around in the grass.
Holloway than the fact that it was.
No, Holloway is supposed to be an affluent area, sis, dude. It weren't shit over there.
Yeah,
it was
but if you have
square
many
mile.
people travelling through, something gets overused and people
But
don't.
sis, again, I'm talking about like a prestige superstore, and you're going in there and you're playing dust games. Like, you shouldn't be playing dust games in them.
What, and did the Africans clean it up or something?
Well, no, what I'm saying is that people's standardizations and expectations of what they expect to see in these places has raised. In product, in produce, in standard, in cleanliness, in ethnicity, like ethically, it's a lot more spot on. I'll be honest with you, I used to eat Adana 12 years ago to now, and I kid you not, today's Adana is, man, you're getting that in Adana. In fact, guys from Adana are coming to here to eat that.
What's an Adana?
Alright, it's a specialist food. I'm just saying, like sushi, just representing it as sushi or whatever. Like, I don't want to go into specifics, but I'm saying our standard of food here is so that we're now, come here, bro. You want to eat that? Come here. Come here. You want the best? We'll give you the best. We need to start doing like that, bro.
I don't know, Hassan. We've always had a department for environmental health that have gone down and shut shops that are filthy.
I remember that environment health agency coming down and telling me that I got to throw away my wooden balls. When guess what? We find out 25 years later, it was those wooden balls that were stopping people getting food poisoning. So what?
Guys, I just got MC. I just want to make sure it's MC.
Good evening, everyone, because it is maybe the last time we are seeing each other in this live.
Sorry, Angel.
Anthony, I thought he was going to start calling us
just a moment. I will let you talk.
Guys, let Angel Moon go for 1 second, and then MC, you can come in right after. Please, Angel, finish what you were saying.
Okay.
You know, talking about what's happening in Hollywood, and obviously on the commercials, and what's happening, they're rewriting history. Like loads of black people lived in history, in England. You know what I mean? Like what's like I can't understand is like the majority. I think, am I wrong? That is the majority that of the people that actually. Immigrants in England that are not, black. They're mostly like from India or Pakistan.
Yeah.
They're the most majority. So why are they not represented in these like sort of commercials and stuff like that? You know what's going on? You know, there's something going on. Yeah.
Are you telling me that Indians and Pakistanis are not represented in our industry?
No, I'm saying they're
talking
not
about the
represented
media.
in like sort of commercials, and when you sort of see the typical so-called British family, you know what I mean? Like it's mostly
We've got the Hindu Jews, man. That
and it's not.
I think in these Christmas,
they're
if you
the
watch the
majority,
Christmas
aren't
ads, Angel, I think if you watch some of the Christmas
Am I wrong?
ads, I saw a Christmas ad last year. I don't know, it was like one of these big companies, Debenhams or whatever, and they had like a Hindu family with like saris and stuff, and it was the weird thing was they had an Indian family to try to be more diverse and representative, celebrating Christmas.
It didn't make sense, did it?
It just
Well, that's a good
don't get me
thing.
wrong, there are
Weird
Indian
thing.
Christians, but
if they are sort of like amalgamating with the culture that of where they're living, that's all right. But what I'm saying is, like, I mean, I haven't got a TV. I just hear from like other stuff that like you only have to look at sort of what did they call that queen? That thing that
Anne Boleyn. The one
Anne Boleyn. Black.
What?
Yeah, they had a.
Haven't they got an all black Macbeth now? They've got which is the one they're doing all black with the all black actors. But
Just like a bunch of old men. You're just all sitting around bitching about how fucking terrible it is today. You live in one of the best countries on God's earth, surrounded by some of the loveliest people on earth. Stop your fucking whining. This is a great country.
It
is a great country. I don't deny
white,
that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Stop your moaning.
Wasn't she? She's
We
French.
are not saying that we look, for me anyway, I don't know about the others. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy having people of other ethnicities here, because I do. I'm not saying I don't like learning about their cultures or going to a certain area and they might have market stalls that are more predominantly of another culture.
We all like
I love
that.
it. I love Chinatown. I love all these different things. But what I don't like are the ones that are coming in with the mindset that they hate white people, they hate the West, and they hate the indigenous people of Britain. Those are the people that are the problem, and nobody is talking about it. And then at the same time, as Angel Moon has suggested, we have got black people on the telly in every avenue, and it is just fucking ridiculous. Because look, you don't go to Britain to look around and think, oh, you're in Africa. You don't.
Well, that's all right, because they can make a movie and they can have Malcolm X as a white man, yeah? Because that's how stupid it was with Anne Boleyn being played by a black actress. And all the courtiers were black.
Race riots if they did that.
See, and here's another thing as well that's happened.
Justice said that James Bond is going to be a black woman. Fuck's sake.
It is already. It's already in the last James Bond film. In the last James Bond film, they killed James Bond. And then the new 007, it's not James Bond, but it's the new 007 is a black woman.
Well, I think if they do that, Banksy, they'll kill off James Bond.
No, they did. They do. You have
everything
to,
No, I just think the people, the fans of James Bond won't bother going to see the movie.
The fans of James Bond will just write it off as another bollocks. But they actually killed James Bond in the last James Bond movie. It was like horrific. I was like, that's it? This is the end of the franchise? They're not going to make any more James Bond movies anymore? They killed James Bond. Sorry,
but for now it will be only a black woman. It will be not some trans black Hindu.
No, she'll be a lesbian. Maybe
origin.
not trans, but lesbian for sure. But
you guys need to get with the script. It's going to be an attack helicopter with paralyzed fucking rudders. Man.
Yes. With a huge giant plastic trans black dildo up its ass.
the thing is, as a member of the BAME community that I can consider myself, I actually did a video on this about the Lord of the Rings. Now, there's a new series that's coming out on Amazon called The Ring of Power, where Amazon Prime or Amazon bought the rights to some of the Lord of the Rings IP, and now they've spent nearly $600 million, nearly $1 billion, some people say, on trying to produce this woke version of Lord of the Rings. So and they've got like a black elf and a black dwarf woman and like a lot of woke shit going on.
Sounds like a pool
the thing is, I actually the reason I made the video, and I think Hassan, you may be able to actually relate to this too. The reason I despise the wokery and this forced diversity in this Hollywood bollocks is not because, you know, oh, I see a black person on TV, I feel represented, or some bullshit like that. No, it's because they are patronizing someone, certainly someone like me. I don't know about, you know, African Americans or African Caribbeans, but when I look at this shit, I'm like, look, you are trying to squeeze my people into a white man's story. Tolkien didn't write this for black people, didn't write this for people like me, didn't write this for Arabs and Turks and Egyptians. He wrote it for Englishmen and Europeans at the best. He didn't even really write it for the Germans. He wrote it for the English. These are English representations of different parts of Britain, effectively.
Yeah, and do you know where they go wrong, Banksy, right? Because if they really want to educate people, they could have used black British people to represent stories from Africa in Britain.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said.
Us, like, there's a great book, like, When Things Fall Apart. It's a brilliant book. And
that's exactly what I said, Jupiter.
They could have made that into a film and used the black British people, and people would have actually adored it.
That's exactly what I said. I said, when Amazon spent $600 million or nearly $1 billion to make this white man's story and squeeze black people and ethnic people into it, why not take our stories? Because we're not bereft of legends and stories ourselves. The Turks have great legends, great heroes.
Yes.
The Persians, we have entire fucking scores of stories. The whole shot, you know, the 1001 Arabian Nights, which is actually Persian.
Oh yeah,
it's all my shit. It's my people, my history. The Middle Eastern's people and history. Why not make those shows and then actually represent us? Shows about our heroes. But what I mean is, these are shows about our heroes, our legends. Instead of patronizing someone like me, patting me on the head and go, listen, here's good little brown man, I'm going to squeeze one of your people into a white man's story just to make you feel welcome. Fuck you with your patronizing bullshit. Stop patting me on the head as if I'm some kind of child, and actually do, if you want to do something to represent me or represent my people, then we have our stories, we have our legends, we've had history and civilization for thousands of years, and now you want to squeeze me into a white man's talking story. I don't need your fucking pity, and I don't need your patronizing. That's my frustration with this woke bullshit, is that it is epitome of patronizing someone.
Not only that, Banksy, none of it makes sense. It's eating itself at every opportunity. Look, just like we see that video, right, where you showed those Ukrainians, and they're obviously younger than 60 in the main, apart from that one old geezer, and they don't look like the average Ukrainian, right? They might be Ukrainian citizens, we don't know, but that's not what you expect when you think of Ukrainians, right? Now, but nobody argued, how do you know they're even men? But we're not allowed to call ourselves women anymore.
That's disgusting.
Exactly.
That is disgusting.
Exactly.
First they came for the men, and then now they're coming for the women. And
we've got kids telling us what to do. We've got kids telling us all day what to do. And we've got Greta Thunberg out on there telling the whole world leaders on how they should not ruin her fucking dream. So, welcome to the upside down world. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like,
the down world that we're living in. Totally.
Definitely.
And by the
We've
way,
got Boris Johnson. Sorry.
No, speaking of the little brat, Greta Thunberg or whatever her surname is, I don't care. I mean, I said the same shit I mean, in school when I was her age, nobody give me a fucking Oscar. Nobody give me any reward for that. Why the fuck she should be getting anything from it?
She's getting the green dollar.
Yes.
Don't you worry about it. Yeah.
Yes, the little puppet of her own.
I'm not on about equal.
Scorish, exploitive parents, because that's what they are. Fucking grifters.
Yeah, and it's also a diverter. You know, I kid you not. Like, you couldn't make the fucking sketch up of this. Let's get the spoiled little fucking Norwegian fucking freak to scream and shout about how ungreen this fucking world is, while her mummy and daddy are just raking it in the background. No rings of BLM here. No, definitely not.
Oh, speaking about the environmentalists, because thank you that you have mentioned that, because I'm triggered like immensely about it. They have signed those fucking Paris Accords a long time ago because they want to curb the production of everything here in the West, but they are happy with importing stuff from countries that don't give two fucks about environmentalism at all. In fact, any single country that you are living now in the West is much more cleaner and environmentally friendly, including mine, than any of those three countries that I mentioned. Russia, India, and China. Fuck and those environmentalists.
Of course, it's going to be China. I mean, look at all the windmills they've done. Windmills everywhere. You know, but all the villages. Let me just tell you, where I live, it's just like totally remote. And like, if I looked out now, and you know, where I used to see like fucking beauty, all I can see is like red lights of fucking windmills everywhere, and like that doesn't come back to the people. You know what I mean? Like the people of the villages that they fucking destroyed. You know, they're not getting any sort of compensation for this.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Though. That's the problem, though, isn't it? See, this is what I'm trying to say. No one's got a problem with the advancement. It's where it goes to and how it's distributed. See, this is what really fucking pisses us all off. Yeah. Like, we don't complain about immigrants coming in because it affects us. If it benefited us like it should do, like as it was designed to, because I remember people used to beg for fucking people to come into their nation back in the day when industries needed to get a little reboot. Now it's, oh no, what we're going to do is we're going to just sign them on, get them to sit down, and then get these cunts to fucking pay for it. Yeah, of course people are going to hate it. Of course people are going to hate for it. But do it like how they did. Yeah, come in, bro. Like, what you got? You could do this.
That's the reason why they do it. They want to collapse. I mean, how many people are going?
Yeah.
Let's face it. Like, look, you know, like I've got to say about Ireland at the moment, just because I'm here, right? So they're saying that, and Wales, it's happening in Wales. Wales is a sanctuary city. You know, England's fucking
yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, the south of England, obviously, but you know, they're saying that 200,000 people from Ukraine supposedly are coming into Ireland. That what percentage of that is of the country? And then when you look at like the percentage of the country is already, there's no work for them. There's no fucking work for them. So how, the infrastructure is going to go downhill. They're destroying the whole of Western society. You've got to see the bigger picture here. They're trying to destroy the whole of Biden. I've been saying it every time I come on back since, like Friday
Scumbag.
night. Friday night, when I have my 2 bottles of Chardonnay, and I love him for it. And I love to be able to it is that, like, Biden, he couldn't do a better fucking thing than try and destroy America. He's doing everything he can to destroy America. And then that's going to have a ripple effect onto the Western world. And, and why is that? Why is that? Come on, people. You know what I mean? The only reason why is that is because we're coming up to 2030 to the World Economic Forum saying you'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
Sam, people are asking for you to cover your screen.
Probably, I will be happy. I will be happy going down in a terrorist attack against one plate of that forum for sure.
Guys, as we came to Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum, this is a great opportunity for me because I've actually found my Wheel of Cunt candidate this evening.
Is it me?
No, it's Klaus Schwab.
No.
And so I'm gonna.
By the way, can I have a proposition for you? Can we have a wheel of cock too, not only of
Wheel
cunt?
of cock. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good
you
one.
can put Ned on it then. That'll give you a reason.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I mean, with Biden's I propose just a moment, and I propose on this wheel of cock, Biden's filthy child fucking mouth.
Yes. Okay. Wheel of Cock, great suggestion. I will incorporate that into the future events. I have to create a new Wheel of Cock now. But in the meanwhile, it is 3 hours and 21 minutes in, so I would like to go around, starting with, I guess, Ned, who's just right next to me in the chart here. 1 minute, everyone. Please give me your final thoughts, and then we will wrap it up. Thank you. Go ahead, Ned.
Right, if anybody gets the chance, you've got to try and watch Palsy Parker on YouTube at the moment. She's on fire. She went to America this past week, and she followed the swimmer, the male swimmer that transferred to a woman, and he made a tweet, and it's gone absolutely viral. And if you watch it, she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. I think Banksy's met her in London. I think he knows her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I only spoke to her briefly, did a quick interview, but yeah, she comes to Speaker's Corner, I think on the either it's the last Sunday of every month or the first Sunday of every month. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, if you want to catch,
she was on.
Come to Speaker's
she
Corner.
was on. She was on. What's it called? Tucker Carlson last night, and she's seen Ben Shapiro, and they're talking about her going on to Joe Rogan. She is really worth a look.
I know. I'm not a vet, but I know what a dog is.
That's it. That's the one.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's my minute.
Fantastic. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Just one more thing. Fuck you all, Wheel of Cunt. Cunt. Right.
Love you, Ned. Go ahead, Hassan.
Yeah. Again, just want to keep it light. Again, my heart goes out to those that are genuinely in despair in a war-torn country now, unable to get out. My heart genuinely goes out to you guys out there. But seriously, we've got to start seeing wars for what they are, and it's for profiting bitches out there that have got nothing but your demise. And we just got to remember one thing, that we will only win if we really genuinely unite. If we don't, through us divide, they're gonna fucking win, man. One love to you all, and Ned, I own you, bitch.
In your dreams.
Thank you, Hassan. Okay, go ahead, Jupiter.
Yeah, I just want to say that I think that we really need to keep our eyes on this wokery, keep on it and push back. I think the pushback has started. It's now started in the press and people are starting to sort of like come out and speak up. But when you're seeing people cancelled all over the place and at a ridiculous level, like J.K. Rowling and stuff. But who saw Putin, by the way, just going off on a tangent, trying to align himself with J.K. Rowling? That was a joke.
Oh my God!
But
wow.
Yeah, we really need to push back on this. I am a woman. I was born a woman, and I am going to feel no shame in saying I'm a woman, and that a trans woman is not a real woman. They are a trans woman, and that is the truth of the matter. And we have to really, really push on this because it's taking the piss now. But the wokery won't last. It is eating itself. It's forever going on eating itself, and it's all going to crumble down in tears. A lot of these people that have been pushing this will grow up, and they will eventually realise that they fucked up our country and aided all this problem. But yeah, it's not an easy task.
Thank you. Somebody.
Oh, can I just say as well, Banksy, that Jacko Radio, I want to give him a shout out. He's got a really good little channel there. He does some good little videos. But for some reason, he's just not getting the views, and he needs to get out there because he is quite good.
That is true. I've already actually played some of videos of Jacko Radio in the past, and yeah, definitely big up Jacko Radio. He does make great videos, actually. So yeah, shout out to Jacko, and let's get Jacko. Maybe if Jacko jumps on one of you, Jupes or Wendy's shows, maybe we can promote him a bit more there as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Angel Moon. Please, your time is now.
Well, firstly, I'd like to say thank you again, Banksy, for hosting such a great panel that you can actually speak, like your truth. Well, I hate that sort of thing, but speak.
Oprah line.
you understand what I mean? Like not, like speak what you feel like, and what's happening. And I think that people need to understand that, like, what's happening in Ukraine is it's going to affect all of us. And it's not the first time this sort of manipulation has happened in the world. And, like, people obviously want to fight for their own nations and their own sort of Celtic beliefs and stuff like that. And people should, like, not sort of. I mean, I understand. What I'm trying to. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, like, Jupiter and Wendy. Obviously, I used to have a channel with them, and they threw me out because of my Irish heritage. Because, like I said, where's the IRA? When and I specifically said, where's like sort of the Daniel O'Connell IRA, what was happening at the time.
Don't get
not the IRA that was like bombing people. And like we all have our sort of heritage that goes on, and we should all accept that heritage as well. And I would like to sort of make a truce if I'd get an apology for that, because like that actually did, like, obviously hurt me, what they said about me, very much so that I stayed off the internet for a long time. And I know that these people are nice people, and but I would like to have a conversation to actually have some healing about that.
Sure.
Which we all should in life, you know what I mean, and also in cultures and in countries and all sorts of stuff. So
fantastic.
Thank you, Banksy.
You're welcome, Angel. I think you and Wendy and Jupiter could probably, you guys should get together and have a little private chat.
I think we should, because it did
hurt.
Hatchets.
But for now, unfortunately, this moment is
the
place for it.
Banksy's not a feminism area.
This is not a safe space.
Yeah.
Okay, Wendy, go for it, please.
Yeah, so Angel Moon, if you want to pop on when I next go live and chat, you're very welcome. With Ned.
Oh, we lost us.
Ned, can I just say Ned Dunkirk? Yeah. So I'm not going to be forgetting that. That's all I've got to say.
I knew I'd made a mistake as soon as I said it.
Yeah, that's going back to the cultural thing and everything. So yeah, Ned Dunkirk. Yeah,
unfinished business. Right,
Dunkirk line.
I'm gonna pay for that. Oh,
good movie. Good movie. All right, Wendy. Any more?
No, love. That's it.
Awesome. Awesome. And MC, your 1 minute, sir, is now.
I'll try. Okay, I don't know if you have heard about it, but it maybe is the last stream that we all will ever have, because the red line between between Pentagon and the Russian military have been broken. They are not accepting the phones anymore. So we are a step closer to have huge fiery mushrooms seeing through our windows. Unfortunately, that's one thing. That's one good news. A second. Good news about that. They want to reintroduce probably the draft in the US. Sorry, Youngs, you'll be probably sent and forced to eat borscht in Ukraine.
Wow. Let's hope not. But yeah, you never know. You never know.
Can I just say, Banksy, that this stream stays live? Actually, because I did actually have a great conversation with M, who just talked last. So if Jupiter and Wendy wants to talk to me, then they can,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when I'm gonna jump off this panel, but you guys can actually carry on conversing.
Actually, I didn't finish my.
Oh, sorry. MC is still going. MC, please.
Oh, sorry, MC. Sorry.
Okay, here is another set of bad news. Unfortunately, in stairs, I also in Poland have trusted, but my hopes for Biden foiling for the last and final time have been busted.
Oh, damn.
Fact that the potato head in chief.
The potato head in chief.
Yes, because that's what he is, and maybe may he be raped by a massive chunk of beef.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Okay, guys, I'm going to drop off this, but you guys carry on if you wish to carry on talking. It's entirely up to you. But I'm just gonna leave the panel. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Angel, Ned, Jukes, Wendy, MC, and of course Hassan, and actually Base Welshman who jumped on for a short time as well. So thank you guys for jumping on, and I will look forward to speaking to you soon. Have a good night. Okay, boys and girls, I am off the panel just so we can do the final Wheel of Cunt. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I was trying to keep an eye on any other recommendations for the Wheel of Cunt. Right now, I can, if anyone wants to make a nominee other than Klaus Schwab, which is my personal choice, please put it in the text. Use my name, Banksy Star Live, and then put in the name. Otherwise, I probably will miss it. If not, I will do the Wheel of Cunt with Mr. Schwab, and we will end it there. So here we are with Klaus Schwab. As we all know, he is the head of the World Economic Forum. I will even use this image to make sure that everyone knows where he's associated with. And yeah, let us see what the Wheel of Cunt has to say about Mr. Klaus Schwab. Oh, can you believe it? We have a geezer. So far, the Wheel of Cunt approves of Mr. Schwab. Now, if this comes out as Mr. Schwab being not a cunt entirely, we know that they control the Wheel of Cunt remotely. Let's see. 2 out of 3 as always. Ooh. Oh, we have one cunt, we have one geezer. This is the decider, ladies and gentlemen. This one decides whether Mr. Klaus Schwab is a cunt or not. Here we go. Oh. Yep. The Wheel of Cunt has spoken. The Wheel of Cunt has spoken. He is well and truly a cunt. Yes, he is indeed. Awesome. Any other nominees, ladies and gentlemen? Any other nominees? I don't see anything. Watch it land, geezer. No, I'm afraid he landed on cunt twice. So the Wheel of Cunt has spoken. Nope, I don't see any other nominees. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Thank you, everyone in the text. Let me just switch this over. Okay, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for another great evening of fun and frolics. I hope you all enjoyed everything. I hope you're all fucking drunk, because that is the recommended state of watching this show. It's the only recommended state of watching the show. I think that we had some really good conversations, really good insights. And I think Ned held his corner very well. Thank you for everyone who came on the panel, of course. Ned, Jupiter, Hassan, Angel Moon, Wendy Wu, MC, and Based Welshman, who was actually only a very short time. It's a shame. But nevertheless, thank you for everyone in the panels. Thank you everyone on the chat. I mean, there's just so many of you guys, and the chat's been just buzzing all night. Sam, you've been on fire. Of course, Mickey Blue Eyes. God, there's just so many people. Miss Banksy, love you, Miss Banksy. Got to mention Miss Banksy because she is just my awesome soulmate. And everyone else. I'm sorry, there's too many people to really go through the list here. I'll be honest, I don't really have a final thought. The world is in disarray. We're living in very, very unprecedented times. I just hope we don't all burn up in a fucking nuclear holocaust. That's all I'm hoping. You know, look after your families, spend time with them. We may not have as long as you think. We never have as long as you think. Life is short as it is. It may actually get exceedingly shorter if this war and these things accelerate or escalate. So if you it is Mother's Day in Britain this Sunday, so if you're living in Britain, don't just say hi to your mom and don't go just visit your mom on Mother's Day. Every week should be Mother's Day. Pick a day in every week of your life and make sure that is a Mother's Day, and just she, as a man, I will tell you this for nothing. The only woman that will truly love you for no other reason than you and who you are is your mum. The only woman that will unconditionally love you is your mother. There is no other woman on this planet that will ever love you unconditionally. As a man, our love is always based on a condition. As Chris Rock said, only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Men, you're going to have to earn your fucking love from other women. But your mum is the only one that will truly love you unconditionally. So appreciate that if you still have her around in your life. Other than that, thank you everyone for coming. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. And enjoy the little things. In the meanwhile, I'm going to look for a track to play us out with. I've been enjoying Femme Belling quite a lot recently, so I'm just going to go with another Femme Belling song. Have a wonderful weekend. Ciao.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's joking now, everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up, overblast. Get back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. That is he knows. He won't have it, he knows. His whole back's to these ropes. It don't matter, he's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so sad that he knows. When he goes back to his mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab again. Oh, this whole rhapsody. He better go capture this moment. Hope you don't pass him. I lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. Cause opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. Cause opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring, but superstardom's close to postmortem. It only grows harder. Homie grows harder, he blows. It's all over these hoes. He's all on him. Coast to coast shows. He's known as the Globetrotter. Lonely roads, God only knows. He's grown farther from home. He's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, cause here goes the cold water. His hoes don't want him no more. more his cold product. They moved on to the next schmo who flows his nose dove and sold not a soul. The soap opera is told and unfolds. I suppose it's old partner, but the beat goes on. Now lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never go. You only get one shot to not miss your chance to blow. Cause opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot to not miss your chance to blow. Cause opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, then I'll miss your chance.